saw your face in the candlelight across the room, and I wanted to know. Yeah, I wanted to know. Well, I'm anxious to know if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear hello, are you doing alright? I am doing just fine. I could dance all night. Did you come along? I just want you to know you don't have to be alone if you dance with me. Put on those dancing shoes, grab my hand, let's dance, let's get this ballroom rocking tonight. Clear the floor so we can do this right. We will dance till we got holes in our souls. Let's get this ballroom rocking tonight till the moon fades out and the sun's inside. We will dance till we hear a hush. Put on those
No, I didn't forget Javier. I just chose not to post. Is that weird? Maybe that's weird. Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, today was just kind of a crazy day with the kids, so I didn't make a social post saying that I was going live. But I'm here, and you're here too. That's all that matters. What did Jolie say? He didn't forget. We've just been dealing with good old circulating family illnesses. Oh yeah, we're all kind of sick. Not like sick, but like when your kid's in school, they always catch something that the other kids have, and they spread the germs like a petri dish, and then they come home and then they give it to all of you. But it's like a mild bug. But Jolie jinxed us the other day. She's like, we haven't been sick in like a long time, and then we all got kind of sick. So, but I'm doing okay. What's up, Mr. Bigglesworth? Javier's here. Crash with Kirby. What's up, dude? Hey. What's up, Alyssa, my twin? Alyssa, we're getting you in the game today. Separate Gaming. Yeah, hope get well soon. Thanks, man. No worries. I'm all right. I feel great. I'm here with my friends. Oh, that sounds depressing. You guys are my friends, but no, it's like as you get older and you have kids, it's like you don't hang out as much. There's that joke, it's like, oh, you used to be cool, but now all you do is like hang out with your kids. And it's kind of true, but it's just a different stage of your life that you're just being with family now. So anyway, but yeah, Mr. Bigglesworth is here. Alyssa's here. Separate Gaming. I like how Separate Gaming at the start, he's like, what are you guys talking about? You weren't here for the first episode, Separate Gaming, but Javier loves the voice acting, and so does Jolie. So they're talking about how good the voice acting is. Crash with Kirby says, fingers crossed, I'm always wary of school-borne illnesses since the Dude, the hand, foot, and mouth incidents. I can't even tell you. Yeah, we had that last year, and I thought I was going to die. So my kids got hand, foot, and mouth, and they just had sore throats, and we thought it was strep. Jolie got like strep or something, but I know that it's going around again. Like our friends in San Jose, their kids have it. Ernest, I think, has it with his kids. It's just in that area. But I was like dying in bed, and I went to the doctor, and they thought I had a kidney stone, which is weird. I was like, I'm in so much pain, and my fever was peaking, and I had like this pain. Apparently, it's in very rare cases of adults, it can like cause kidney pain. So yeah, unbelievable. And I was on antibiotics because we thought it was strep throat, but then I started getting all these spots all over my hands and my feet, and my mouth had lesions and was like swelling up. And this is kind of gross. Sorry to start the stream this way, but like my mouth stuff like swelled up so big that it was hurting my teeth. Like so much pain I couldn't sleep. Anyway, it was awful. Separate gaming. Hey, what do you? I want to. Hey, I want to you about Jolie's opinion new Dissidia game. Okay, you want to ask us about Jolie's the new Dissidia game? We haven't looked into it. Jolie plays Ever Crisis, which is a mobile game, so we'll have to see if Jolie hops into the new Dissidia game. But it kind of feels like a gotcha, like they're modernizing all the Final Fantasy characters. So you've got like Terra and Cloud and Clive and all these mainline people. You got people from Zidane and stuff from 9, and they're all in modern clothes. I thought Dissidia was a fighting game, and then I watched the trailer on this, and it was like they were fighting other things and not each other. I don't know. We have to look into it. So separate gaming, we don't really know. Gotta hop in the shower, but can still hear. Keep me posted on how my white mage is doing. Okay, Mr. Bigglesworth, we'll update you. Yes, Javier is the voice acting cheer squad with Jolie. Kidney pains, bro. Yeah, my mouth got bad too. Dude, okay, yeah, so we relate. Yeah, we said I had leprosy. Twinsies. Yeah, I got twins all over the place. Jolie says I haven't played it, but I want to check it out. Is it out now, or is it something that they're releasing soon? I don't even know. They look pretty. It's on closed beta solicitation for us, Canada, and Japan. Gotcha. Oh, for us, Canada and Japan. Are you revealing where you're from, Javier? Are you from Canada or Japan? It's on closed beta solicitation. Crash with Kirby says, I feel like they're making a Japanese high school drama with the Final Fantasy characters. It's like they already did that with Ever Crisis. They had that little chapter where all the Final Fantasy 7 characters were like from high school. But based on the teaser right now, I'll pass. Yeah, I don't want this. I do want to see the character designs. They're cute, but I don't know. It's an excuse to dress up the Final Fantasy characters in different stuff, and I'm sure they'll sell you skins like they are in Ever Crisis. They're online for the current roster. Oh, gotcha. Cool. Separate gaming. I played Ever Crisis, but when it launched kind of new weapon system, it was like pay to win. Yeah, Jolie doesn't pay for anything. She's like, I can't even beat this boss because they want me to pay for stuff, and she just grinds forever. Just something for her to do at night while she falls asleep. Like you can check out the website and see the closed beta character designs. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Very cool, guys. Well, sorry I went off last time about my opinions of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm not sorry, but, it's just like we're never going to get through tactics if I just rant about my opinions of Final Fantasy VII. But you guys don't get those rants because we're not even to the ending yet. But that's why these streams are fun, because you guys can ask me questions about what I'm currently thinking rather than us sticking on the current chapter that we're deep diving in, right? Jolie's looking at the designs now. She says, no. Now she has chocobos to destroy. And Jolie's not playing tactics right now. She's editing the episode. So anyway, yeah, let's see. Did you finish chapter 1 yet, Jolie? Can you refresh our memory? Refresh our memory on what, Javier? I probably missed it. Okay, well, anyway, let's switch over to the game, guys. Yeah, we saw it. It's sad Square axed War of Vision, FF Tactic mobile game. That's right, you were talking about that last time. You really liked it, right? Okay, so we made it to Agros Castle. We've got a new Warriors Guild. Let's see if we can recruit anyone.
How can I help you this day?
How can I help you this day?
Whose name would you like to change? You have another top. What sort
We
of
need to see if there's anyone. Oh, there's Judy. Judy, that made me think of well, my Avatar: The Last Airbender. Judy from Bossing Say, I think. She's like that one that gets him to go to Lake Laogai or whatever. Anyway, my nerdy stuff of Avatar too. Or Judai. What do we have? I have. Let's look at my roster real quick. We have. They're all pretty decent here. I've got like Mr. Bigglesworth is our mage. Jolie's a mage. So we need like he's pretty good. But okay, now I'm weird. You guys are probably gonna. Oh, you don't remember the? No, I see what you're saying. You're just fooling around, Javier. You don't remember? Yeah, you remember. I'm weird. Do we ever have more than 5 in a party? I'm like OCD. I'm like, why do I need to collect a bunch of more people if I just want to stick with my main 5? Is that really dumb? Oh, Alyssa wants to be a samurai, huh? Samurai? Okay. So does a samurai, I'm guessing, needs to be like high in physical attack? What was the other way? We can go into them and then we can look closer, right? So you're gonna have to help me out with this. This doesn't tell me their faith and bravery right here. But we have physical attack 5 for Ramza. Javier is also like he had high bravery, but his physical attack is lower. Why is that? Is it just something you pull? Can I look at the stats when I'm picking someone? Bigglesworth. See, like Bigglesworth magic attack is really low, but I'm making him white mage, but he has high faith. What's that about? Well, it says, but don't forget to pay attention to zodiac signs as well. Yeah, I know. There's so many things to remember. Bravery, yeah. Yeah, they make Avatar: The Last Airbender season 1 on Netflix. It's fun. Watch when it aired. Yeah, cool. I'm just talking about the original cartoon. I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. Crash Kirby says, while Brave and Faith are important early game, don't worry too much about going against type too much. You'll be able to manipulate it when you can unlock certain jobs later. Okay, cool. Jolie's got a higher magic attack than anyone other than Ramza. I do have her as like a mage type. But yeah, so who is it? Mr. Bigglesworth, we changed him, right? He had really high faith, but his magic attack sucked. I'm guessing that his heals scale based on his magic attack and faith. So, dude, Alyssa, we're the same. Loved Avatar. Yep. It's weird, man. We're the same person. Okay, let's go check here.
Anyone meet your needs?
Oh no, Judy. Judy's gone. I can just recycle till I get the ones I want. I didn't know that. Okay. We got a 70 here, but can I look closer? So if I like click on you, I can. Okay. Yeah. See, well, look, physical attack is kind of bad. This guy's physical attack is 4. 4. We've got 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4. So like, but that's a high bravery, I guess, but decent. But then you'd think, oh, Jolicia But then she has low physical attack. Why is that? I don't understand. Rebecca and Jolicia are like the same. So, okay, tell me if I'm recruiting someone. Let's say I wanted to get a character for Alyssa here. Because we got to get Alyssa in the game. She wants to be a samurai. They have different zodiac signs. I don't know anything about what they do. They have low attack compared to some of the others. But this Addison guy, so like Addison, he's got like crazy low bravery. But his physical attack is stronger. High bravery is mostly for reaction abilities and unarmed attacks. Monk. Until you gain access to katanas and knight swords. Okay. So, is it better for me to recruit someone with high stats like bravery and faith? Or should I look at their like physical, like go into their stats and say, oh, okay, their physical attack is this. I mean, they're all kind of the same except for, you know, some of their HP is different. Crash Curvy says those are the only weapons where damage factors and bravery. Okay. Okay. My zodiac sign is, let's take a look. You talking about Ramza? I am a Pisces. We've got Jolie. Me and Jolie, of course. Hey, fun fact, me and Jolie share a birthday month, so this was just serendipitous. I didn't plan that. I just picked this person to be Jolie, but we are both Pisces. And then Javier, Bigglesworth, and Coster are different. See, the zodiac signs make no sense to me. I don't know like what goes to what pairs with what. If you go to the Chronicles page, I think it was, you can check the zodiac stuff. Okay, so like over here. State of the Realm, Encyclopedia, Advanced Encyclopedia.
Within lie many historical records.
Terms. We've got people.
Let us speak on this again.
State of the Realm.
To figure
No. Events.
Here we may learn more of pivotal moments in history.
Yeah, Ramza, I will tell you. Okay, Ramza's Pisces. The academic report. Sorry, I'm going fast. If I'm going crazy and I'm making you guys sick, I'm just kind of looking real quick. Miscellaneous units in battle. Maybe it's here? This is like the tutorials I've already seen, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think I've already seen this. It's not going to be here. Stratagems for battle.
Be sure to apply that which you learn here.
Advanced. Terrain, extended rainy day seasons, buried treasures, zodiac affinities. This is all I get. Each sign of zodiac has a positive and negative affinities with each other's signs. Positive affinity will increase healing amounts, damage dealt, and accuracy of attacks. The negative affinity will do the reverse. Let us know. Let us now look at it in greater detail. Okay. Let us look. That's all there is. See, this one I can move. Let us now look at these in greater detail. Yes, let's do that. Well, that's all there is, guys. I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening. So, I can rely on you. Maybe I have to like learn more and advance the story more. All right, I'll just let you see him. Okay, we've got me and Jolie have Pisces. I don't know what these two are. This is Javier's got something.
In the hands of one truly brave, a knight's sword becomes a formidable weapon. My father always said so.
You always trust your father, Javier. The voice acting. I'm gonna move this over here. We're gonna stick chat right on top of me. How's that? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Rams, I will tell you. System for battle. There you go. Scroll through there. Laugh out loud. Can't scroll down. Nope. It looks like the best signs are Gemini and Scorpio. They're the best signs because I'm a Pisces? So does that mean, like, is that... Okay. Let's talk about this for a second. Okay, so is this because I'm a Pisces and Gemini and Scorpio are good for me because they like round out my team. So if, like, let's say I'm going up against a foe that's weak against Pisces, but then Gemini and Scorpio do better, and like they heal Pisces better. Because like, what's the benefit of, you say the best signs are Gemini and Scorpio? So like, I'm assuming that just means like we're gonna round out my team with people that aren't just in one zodiac sign that's weak to all these characters. So if I'm weak against a character, I can use like another unit that's strong against them. Is that the idea? That's just kind of what I'm spitballing here. I'm not sure, but oh, guys. But while I'm waiting for your answers, let's get it, guys. Let's get my counter tackle that I wanted so bad. JP boost. And finally, a battlefield treatment that removes poison blindness. I might as well. Should I get throw stone just because I don't have any ranged abilities and I'm not going to be Squire anymore? Just for fun. Don't judge me, guys. I did it. Okay. Got evasive stance. Adds an evasive. No, I don't want it to take my that. So I'm going to do rush. And then I'm going to call it good for that. We're going to change your job, boy. You've got some night stuff. Anyway, yeah, just let me know what you guys think about the zodiac signs, because I'm still confused. But I'm guessing, I'm just trusting Javier that Scorpio and Gemini are good for me. Okay. Job. Night. Learn abilities. A death technique that reduces the target speed but deals no damage. You guys told me to rend speed, right? Can you just slow down an enemy so they never have a turn? Okay, cool. That makes sense. Crash with Kirby says, on the page you had Zodiac Affinities highlighted, they listed the signs below that. You have to scroll down. Oh, okay. Let's go look. Stratagems for battle. Advanced. Oh, look at those. Zodiac Affinities. Okay. I was like, let's see in greater details. I am a Pisces, the very last one. Pisces share positive affinity with Cancer and Scorpio. Negative affinity with Gemini and Sagittarius. So, yeah, Javier was saying Gemini and Scorpio. Or do you mean Cancer and Scorpio? Were you wrong, Javier? Were you leading me astray? Gemini's one of the bad ones. Or maybe that's good to have some bad ones too, because then they'll do right. Is that the idea? You have better because, okay. I look at the graphic zodiac. I look at the graphic of the zodiac sign compatibility. Crash Kirby says they all seem to be color coded. Okay. So if you're trying to heal, Cancer and Scorpio will boost. Nice. I like that. But like, let's say I'm fighting an enemy and I'm Pisces and I'm weak to it. Like I'm doing 75% of the, instead of the 100% of damage, right? Will Cancer and Scorpio also have a low attack against them? Is that why it's like having Gemini or Sagittarius to fight those people will be good? Like, will they be effective against them? Or will Cancer or Scorpio be good against the people that Pisces are not? If that makes sense. Maybe I'm not making sense. I hope I'm making sense. Okay. Cancer and Scorpio.
Keep your wits about you.
So let's do this.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Anyone meet your needs?
I kind of missed Judy. 70-60 is pretty good. But you're not... Nah, I've already forgotten those signs.
Let me know if you need help.
Don't mock me. This is a lot of learning on the fly, guys.
Let us begin the lesson.
Just crushing these menus here. Okay, Cancer and Sorry. Cancer and who else? Who I was good with? Cancer and Scorpio. Like the waterbending logo. Cancer and Scorpio looks like an M. That will help me remember. All right. Crash with Kirby says best affinity only applies to the opposite gender also. Best affinity only applies to the opposite gender?
Welcome.
What does that mean, Crash with Kirby? That's saying like if I have like I'm Ramza, I'm a dude, like I'm a male, and then there's a female on my team, like yeah, basically water signs, that's right.
What sort of recruit are you looking for?
Okay. It has to be a girl. I'm not
Is there
feeling
a
it.
farewell?
Let's try it again.
Welcome to the
Does this
Warrior
reset it?
Samurai.
64, 67, not bad. It's like I want the ones that are 70 and plus. Is that weird?
Is there all farewell?
Is that weird? Am I like doing something weird? Should I not do this?
Greetings. What sort of
Guys,
recruit
am I
are you
being
looking
weird?
for?
I'm sorry. Doing my best. The third line talks about best affinities. Right. Okay. But I don't get the opposite gender part. I probably should read more instead of just trying to go quick. I'm going to go for Allison. She's got almost 70 and a decent amount of faith. All right, Allison. And it's kind of close to Alyssa, right? Everyone is safe here.
So, you'll do well together.
Look at you go.
You have another task for me?
Rename.
Would you like to change?
Let's do it, Alyssa. Welcome to the team. Is it Alyssa? Alyssa? Or is it like an I? Okay. You got it. You got it.
A fine choice of name.
Fine choice of name.
Mayhap it will become known.
Mayhap
the
it'll
world
become the world over. Fine choice of name.
over. Let me know if you need all else.
Okay. You missed the menu quality time, like when I just left it. I was just realizing when Jolie came in, like that was probably a treat for you guys that have been watching the channel. It's like Jolie's here and she can talk about her opinions, and I left it on the game music. The game music was really loud and we were in this little box. I could have switched it over to the camera. You know, like we could have been talking like this. You could have seen Jolie, but nope, I didn't do that for you guys. I just left it on the terrible screen where you couldn't see anything, you know. But I just left it on the game. I could have, you know, I could have switched it over here so you guys could have seen your chats and you could have seen us, but I'm still learning this streaming thing, okay? We're getting there, but next time Jolie pops in, we'll do it right. Jolie made me laugh. She probably doesn't appreciate me saying this. You're listening, I know, but she was like, it was probably good that I was on the smaller screen because you couldn't see me very well. I was in bad lighting or something. Jolie's super pretty and she should stop worrying about that. She's gorgeous. All right. Yep. Oh, let's hear my voice. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hear your voice. We got to add you to my... Cannot register? All right, Coster, you are out. Alyssa's in. All part of the process. Yeah, the music was... Okay, Crash Kirby, it's all part of the process. Good times. I want to know if I have itchy back problems like Jolie. Okay, here we go. Converse. You're just too serious, Alyssa. You just want to get the job done. No scratchy back. Do they all keep their sayings? Yeah. That's Jolie. You're just doing it for a better tomorrow, Alyssa. What does Mr. Bigglesworth say? That sounds like Mr. Bigglesworth. He's showering right now instead of hanging out with us, you know? He just cares about personal hygiene. Javier, let's see. Oh my gosh! Thank you for telling me. I'm like playing the game. See? You're not even hearing anything. Yep. Guys, I'm a pro streamer. I'm like telling you all this stuff. Okay, cool. We're gonna do that again. Alyssa, I'm gonna say, here's
All we do is done for the sake of a better tomorrow.
all we do is done for the sake of a better tomorrow. You're just so serious. There you go. Now you can see. That's so funny. Jolie's still got a scratchy back.
Oh, my back itches.
Her itchy back.
Dry skin.
That sounds like Jolie. This is Mr. Bigglesworth. Sorry, I'll let you guys see that I was talking about his hygiene. I was not crazy.
One must brush one's teeth before retiring to bed. It is a fundamental ablution.
Ablution. Tis a fundamental ablution. I think that's something that Bigglesworth would say, right?
I am here. In the hands of one truly brave, a knight's sword becomes a formidable weapon. My father always said so.
There's Javier. Yeah, you're so serious, Alyssa. Calm down.
Yes, for House Beowulf.
Oh, Ramza. It's like, can I rename Ramza? Or should I just not play with him anymore? Okay, well. Oh, dude, you're here. I thought you were in your shower. Getting all clean. Alyssa says, why are you so serious? That was chat. Okay, yes. See, I need to learn how to navigate through the screens. When Jolie was here, I was talking in the game, and then when I was trying to show you the game, we were talking in chat. Bad. This is Mr. Bigglesworth has great hygiene, y'all. Yeah, true, Javier. I need to follow the path of the samurai. Okay, cool. Now that we did that, let's see. Do we?
Welcome to the
Sorry, I'm picking the wrong one. Should I like?
Or in particular.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going through menus. Menus, Javier. We got points to spend. We got jobs to level up. Okay, we're gonna learn abilities. Ren speed, right? You guys told me to get that one. Yay, nay, yes. Got a nice voice. Amazing acting, if I do say so myself. You're all right. Parry, equipped heavy armor. Oh, that's cool. So I got Ren speed. Let's make sure it's Arts of War. I'm guessing Ren speed is in Arts of War. Is that true? I want metal in there, not items. I want my counter tackle that I worked so hard for. Dude, look at me, just crushing it as this knight. Now I got the better armor that I had before, right? I'm looking pretty good. Let's go over to Javier here. He's got some job points to spend. Anything we can learn? You got counter tackle too. Should we get that or should I get something different? Equipped axes, counter tackle. I think we're gonna get counter tackle. We'll just fill out all the. That was perfect. We had the exact amount of job points for that. All right. Ren speed is an art of war. Okay, cool. Like rock and roll. All right, should we change you? You want to be an archer? Isn't that what we wanted of you? Javier.
A new endeavor.
A new endeavor. Okay, so I don't have like equipment for the archer, right? I've got a bow gun. We gotta equip the stuff. Counter tackles there. Items. We want fundamentals and aim. We have everything else. So do I have... What do I have? I have aim +1 and then nothing else. And that will be in my aim, right? Okay. Javier's good. Mr. Bigglesworth is a level 4 squire? What were we working for you? We wanted to get you the movement speed, right? That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. All right. Okay. I wish I could just equip it from here. It's like, yep, I learned it. Let me push a weird button. Just equip it too. I don't want to go back to that screen. Oh, you're so close to counter tackle too. Maybe you can have solve a battle. Focus, rush, thrust. I don't have focus either. I can come back to it if I want. But now that we have movement, let's switch you over to chemist. Oh no, white mage is available. Should I make him a white mage? Should I spend some money on the chemist stuff that I've been working on? Do we have anything we can learn for him? We've got other stuff we can... I know that throw items is great, but I'm not there yet. Should I work on getting throw items and then switch over, or like a treasure hunter or something? Can I get bow and arrows? No, you have the bolt gun only, or whatever it is. Move +1 is great. Javier says, I want to be on the high ground attacking enemies. That's right. Wait for focus. Wait for focus with who? Did I already get the wrong thing? Focus means you can gain... Yeah, that's right. I've just been attacking. I've just been throwing rocks at my teammates instead of using focus because I didn't have it. Keep me squire until counter tackle. Okay, okay. I'll do it. Okay, what do we have? You currently... We gotta equip you with some abilities, my friend. We got you movement speed. Alright. Alright. What does Jolie have? Dude, she's like 8 away from counter tackle too. Cool. We'll leave you there for now. But oh no, she's a chemist right now. She can't even... I'm being dumb. Dumb. Crash Kirby says focus means you can gain... That's right. Cool. I already read that. Sorry. Look. What am I doing? I can switch you back to your job here.
Fine choice.
And you can learn some abilities. Got movement. I just had enough. So now would it be smart for me to learn focus, or should I get counter tackle for Jolie? I'll just throw rocks at my teammates. I know focus is the right call, but I just don't want to wait that long, you know? I didn't save the game, Javier. Relax. I'm getting there. I gotta level these guys up.
I'm up to the task.
All right. Fundamentals. Counter tackle. Oh man, Joe, you're looking so strong. And what should we want you to... I feel like throw items is a good thing to get, right? Is that good? Or should I get Jolie to be like a treasure hunter? No, gotta live on the edge. That's right. Listen to Alyssa. You gotta... It auto-saves, guys. You don't need to even save in this game ever. It's just like modern gaming has taken that like necessity away. You don't need to do it anymore. You guys stress so much. It's like you're playing in the 90s still and your memory card's gonna get wiped or something. Love all these changes. Is the Chocobos get him and start from scratch? I don't know. Sorry, I'm not getting you, Alyssa. Lose all these changes. Is the Chocobos get him and start from scratch? Oh, you're talking about like if the save doesn't work. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep her a chemist for now. We can still work on stuff. Alyssa, look at you. You are just but a wee lad who knows nothing. It's gonna be fun leveling you up. Is this a waste? or should I just save up for... Because I feel like if you don't have throw stone or anything to like get near people, that you're never gonna get JP boost for like ever. Or should I not waste the job points on something like that and just like keep you close to somebody and you can just whack them? I'll probably do that. Bigglesworth said there's no hard saves in Expedition 33. It took some getting used to. Javier, I never knew this game was so stressful without safety net and all those damn sharks roaming under the bridges. The thing that was it Bigglesworth or was it Toolman that made me laugh so hard? When he was like breaking the water tension before he jumped so he didn't like splat on the concrete water. So funny. All right, well I will keep you just where you are now. It's fine. But okay, I think everyone's equipped. Let's see if we can get us in some gear.
As long as you're in safe hands,
right?
with me.
Okay. Broadsword. Should I get a broadsword? Yeah. I got a bronze helm. Whew, let's get it. Look at me getting all this stuff. Should I spend all my money? I already have battle boots. Confirm choice. Yeah.
You won't be disappointed. Oh, and don't forget your old gear.
Yeah, it was Tool Man. You guys were all saying stuff making me laugh, but I was dying at that. I can't get anything. I can't get bow and arrows yet, Javier. You have to have your bow gun. Leather cap. You can't do anything. I can get you battle boots.
This is your grand.
What do battle boots do? Battle-ready boots made from layers of leather for ease of movement. One equipped raises movement attribute. Oh, it can move even farther? Is that actually true? Are we rich?
This is your grand. Another sight.
We're just gonna get everybody dressed to the nines. Mr. Bigglesworth is a squire. A mithril knife. I think that's good for you. A mithril knife. I don't want to get you because you're like we're leveling up you, but you're working on like being a mage. So eventually we're gonna get you something different, right? We'll get you battle boots though.
This is your grand. Fine choice.
Battle boots are pricey. Nothing equipped. Jolie has just been walking around punching people. I'll get you a mithril knife too, Joe. Don't worry.
This is your grand. Your
Look at us
custom.
just spending money. Is this the right thing to do? Probably not, but I'm doing it. Should I just give you a long sword, Alyssa? You deserve it. You're brand new, you know? You're going to be hitting a lot less harder. I'll give you battle boots too.
This is
All
your
right.
grand. Many thanks. Here's your old gear.
All the stores carry different things. Okay, cool. All right. Let's do it. Franco Spanks. Yo, Spencer, what up, dude? Franco Spanks. What's up, dude? I don't know if I've talked to you before. What's up, man? We're just equipping our characters with the best gear possible so far. He is the finisher. No need for heavy artillery. That's right. Bigglesworth is clutch when it gets going. When things get spicy, you need Bigglesworth. Should I sell anything? Oh, I got a few extra leather caps. I'll get some of that. My leather helm, I'll sell it. Not using it. My clothing, give me some of that gil back.
Thank you, Con.
Battle boots, potions. Oh, look at this stuff. I'm not gonna sell any of that. I've only got 2. I need to get more potions and more Phoenix Downs.
Will that be all?
Let's
By
do
all
that.
means.
This is the fun stuff that everyone comes back for, you know?
Are you happy?
I want 10 potions because of my OCD. I need to have a perfect amount. But this is weird. I need 10 potions. Okay. When you guys watch the TV, tell me if I'm crazy. I like to have the volume in increments of 5. So either 5, 10, 15, 20. If it's like at 17, it like internally bothers me. I know it's stupid. And like if someone changes the volume without me knowing, then I'm okay with it. But then if I like grab the remote and start, you know, changing or messing with the volume when my kids are watching, and if it's not like increments of 5, it weirds me out. I have problems, but now with Phoenix Downs, I'm gonna have 3. That number feels good to me. Why is that? Why do we have like weird arbitrary feelings about numbers? I think it's called mental illness, and I have it. But yeah. Anyway,
May I be of come back?
got those. Talk
Welcome.
to Tavern.
Make yourself at home. Rumors, eh?
We already talked to you. You guys gave me these same. Jolie says, I like to troll Spencer by turning the volume to 23. It does bother me. I've gotten better. Like it's like exposure therapy. I'm like, I'm changing it to 21. I'm going to do this. Crash Kirby says, I stepped away for a minute, but I'm glad to see you got all those battle boots. Maneuverability is incredibly important. Thank you, Crash with Kirby. Yeah, I am chaotic. I don't really know what number I am in regarding the TV volume. Yeah. Well, think about it next time you change, you know, turning up the volume on that sucker. Ah, the 5-figure increment OCD. Yeah, I do think I have it. I'm kind of like, but I'm not like a super like, I'm kind of messy person. I'm not like gross messy, but I know some people with OCD like keep things really neat and organized, and I'm not like that. So it's just, I got all the bad stuff that comes from OCD and none of the good stuff.
Apologies. We're not offering that service right now.
Oh, apologies. All right.
Thank you, and
All right, guys, I think we're good. Should we move on to this section? The siege wield, or should we try to level up our, let's go to somewhere new. I didn't even save it either. All right, we'll save it. I said flee. It didn't let me flee. Better rely on the autosave. Place up to 4 units. I don't know what number I have the TV volume at, though. I know it's below 10 and try to protect my ears. That's good. When they're always like saying, like, don't, your phone will be like, don't turn it up past this because it could damage your ears. I'm always like, get rid of that notification. Let me turn it up however much I like. Oh, Alyssa, tell us about your work. What do you do? Are you like an audio engineer or something? Are you someone, or is it like other types of work that like just damages your ears? All right, well, we got to get Javier in here. We only can get 4. This is making me sad. My perfect team. I'm going to have to make decisions. Well, we need Jolie. See, Alyssa needs the XP, but this feels like a story mission. Alyssa, we will level you up, I promise, but I need Bigglesworth on this one. He's my closer, okay?
Aye.
Too late, Spencer. Can't die now. Mr. Bigglesworth said, better lock in. I'm a CNC machinist? That's cool. I don't know what a CNC is. Like a machinist, are you like... That's cool. Are you like welding things? Are you making things? I need to learn what that's all about. I'm like one of those people that like when the robots take over, or if like, oh no, if like the apocalypse ever happened, my skills are all like,
we should chance upon fiends such as these in the wood.
Like graphical based or like computer based, right? And so when those jobs are no longer needed and we need people that are like machinists, like I will be utterly useless. All right, Argath, our luck is ill. He already read this, but so now this is my take on it. I didn't read it. That we should chance upon fiends such as these in a wood.
Some of us prefer fiends in a wood to a dull watch in Castle Garrett's, Argath.
Delita likes this.
And some of us are not so quick to jape in danger's face.
Don't jape in danger's face. That's good advice. That's cool, Alyssa.
Enough talk.
That's like important work. That's like legit work. I just sit in front of a computer and pretend to be productive. Crash Kirby says, I got a crash. Looking forward to chatting with the rest of you VOD tomorrow. Or catching, yeah, awesome. My 3-hour drive. Have a blast, dude. Crash Kirby, you set me up good. Thanks for your help. I appreciate all your advice. I think I recruited a...
See you.
We talked all that talk about the zodiac signs, and I just recruited you, Alyssa. I don't even think we picked the right zodiac sign now that I think about it. Cup metals with computer-controlled machines. Okay, awesome. Lathes, mills, boring machines. No, that's awesome. You're the reason, like, we have the stuff we do. I can't do anything like that. We are no longer twins, Alyssa. Because I don't know anything about that. Let's see here. So they're all kind of like, I feel like they're... We've got a bomb. Interesting. What's up, Franco? Wait. Is this some... We got Franco Spanks, and now we got Franco. Are you guys the same person? Or are you different people? Because I like Franco Spanks. The 5-figure increment OCD is what you said. But then now we've got Franco. Same here. Just got to look busy. And your supervisor leaves you alone. Yeah, no worries, man. No, my twin. Hey, it's okay. We don't have to be the same in everything, Alyssa. All right. Let's see. What should we do? Ramza. You know what? The guests are just going to storm in there, right? So if I just wait, they will not wait because I'm not controlling all the parties. So if I feel like I got to get in there, you know? Ramza's my knight. He's got the most HP. Let's see what we got here. Just taking it head on. This is probably the worst idea. Ren speed, a death technique that reduces the target's speed but deals no damage. Now, okay, help me out, guys. So, this guy, wow, yeah, okay. This goblin, Machaon. Sorry, same person on the wrong account. You switched. Cool, man. Well, can I call you Franco Spanks still? I like Franco Spanks. Alyssa says, Franco, it's the same at my job. My boss always doesn't understand what I do, which is both good and bad. You don't get any praise or validation because they don't understand what you're doing, but they also probably leave you alone because they can't give you any advice or tips, probably. So, no mentorship. That's hard. A black goblin. So if I rend his speed, how will I know if that's effective? Will he like get pushed back in the order if I rend his speed? Or should I just attack him? Or did these guys already go? I feel like I'm just running into danger for no reason. But it's not like a bridge, dude. These trees are driving me crazy. These trees are driving me crazy. There we go. Okay, let's just do this. We'll let them come to us. And while we wait, I will focus. Raise my attack. I don't like that squat that they do. I know I said that last time, but I'm serious. Oh, Javier. Okay, now here's the tricky part with archers, right? Like, how far can I shoot? Let's see. Attack. Not far enough. If I aim, still same distance. Okay, so I would have to put you somewhere that I can hit. If I go here. Now what can I hit? Nothing. Franco just subscribed! My animation worked! Thanks, Franco! You're the first person to subscribe on stream. So I thank you for that, and also for testing out my little Final Fantasy tactic. Now this is an army. What's up, Toolman? He was better as a machinist when he was drunk than sober, but taught me a lot of cool stuff. I was trained by someone else with a lot of knowledge in a smaller shop, so I actually had a pretty interesting mentor. Hey, that's awesome. That's cool. Okay. Reset move. Okay, am I weird? If I just stick my archer here, it's not the high ground. Probably not good. I just want to see what happens if I attack. Can I hit this bomb? Dude, that does damage. What does aim do? Spends ever so slightly more time aiming to deal more damage. Does it tell me how much it will do? Okay. Oh, magics and aim. From the moment they are used, magics are in certain abilities such as aim can take a little time before they will trigger. So it's like a casting timer. Like you probably don't on your next turn, right? The length of time differs according to the ability, but as general, the greater the ability impact, the longer it will take to trigger. Well, okay, so let's say I'm an archer and I'm like aiming at someone, but then the people move around on the battlefield and I haven't cast yet. What happens then? Yeah, we need to test these animations, dude. I would not have done the focus squat. I feel like I just want to shoot them. I feel like, what if they get on, get the drop on me? Let's just do attack. This bomb. Yeah. 90% chance. All right, Javier, you're up. Woo! So good.
I must act wisely.
That's how archers do it, y'all. What does Jolie have? She doesn't have focus, right? She's got throw stone or rush. And items. Okay, we're gonna have you throw a stone at Delita. At Delita, because at the beginning of the game he betrayed us, so we know something's gonna happen. So maybe it's because we decided to throw stones at Delita earlier on in the story that he got mad at us, and you know, Jolie kept chucking stones at him, and he's like, "I'm done with this group." That's what I'm thinking. Jolie says, "Thank you for the subscription, Franco." Let's say I was subscribed on the other account. Just realized I wasn't on this account. I had to correct it. Y'all are awesome, dude. Thank you. That's so kind. Thanks for helping me test out my subscription animation. But more importantly, thanks for joining the channel because we've got cool content for you to enjoy. To me, it's like I really wanted someone to subscribe while we were on stream to see what it was like. But I'm happy that you're here for the long term. Sounds like you already were here. Jolie says, "I hear you yelling upstairs 30 seconds before I hear it here." Oh, that's right. I'm a loud talker. Am I like screaming into the microphone? I am. I'm sorry. All right, Mr. Bigglesworth, we're gonna get you. We're gonna get you in here, man. You're our closer. You're not gonna be able to get it right here, but. I'm moving you too far up because I want you to be able to throw stones. Let's just put you here. We'll keep you safe. We're gonna throw a stone at Argath. Stupid Argath. He was complaining. He didn't jump. He didn't have the guts. Javier says that subscription brings Ernest a little more closer to the ultimate goal. I hope Ernest like watches these streams. I love you, Ernest. Is that like our comment when he said he wanted to be like Marcus Brownlee? We're almost there, man. We're like the same. Aw, dude, get out of here. Spin punch. An AoE attack. Youch. Guys, I'm gonna... Javier, no. You're gonna die. No, you got it. You got this.
Formidable indeed. I think not.
Dude, you do not need to do that, Franco. Don't do that.
Me then.
Please don't. That's very kind. I feel so...
It's over.
It's over. Wow. That was very generous. I can, okay, this is different. Sign into chat. Man, I don't even know what I'm doing. I was gonna say, I can appear. I can respond to you, but now it doesn't work. Well, I'll respond to you in person. That's very kind. Franco, you don't need to do that. No one needs to donate. Jolie's like, don't tell them not to donate.
It's time.
I don't know how to respond. That's very kind. Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just feel. Okay, that was very nice. Okay, whatever. We're still streaming. You didn't come to hear me get all. Yes, it worked. The animation. Did you guys not see the animation? I saw it on my end. I think he said it wasn't set up for supers yet. No, it worked. No expectations from anyone, but we are grateful. We are. That's very kind. I'm sorry. I'm not. I didn't expect that. Okay. Let's fight. I'm like all flabbergasted now. Let's go get here. Remember what Ernest said, Spencer. Go get that money. I don't want the money. I'm doing this for fun. I like you guys. I have a good time, you know?
If I die, so be it.
Javier, high ground, man. You'll be safe up here. You're too close. Never mind. Let's move you here. Look how far you can move, man. It really does matter. From behind. Got it.
I'll not be defeated.
Spencer is too
Almost
humble.
yet.
We're trying, Jolie. I don't know. I just feel like I'm a bad representative for the channel. It's like Jolie's channel, and I'm like, I mean, I've been on it for a little while, but
It's time.
give money to her and see how she reacts. Oh, it's funny. Alyssa says we're trying, Jolie. Javier laugh. I remember what Ernest said. Yeah, go get that money. Alyssa said we didn't see or hear anything, so we got to keep trying it. No. Just do not. It worked on my end. It's showing Franco as the top chat, so with a big smiley face. It's working. Don't listen to Spencer. We'll use it for the channel, though not expected. We appreciate it. Totally. Like anything we've ever made, like we've spent way more money on just doing things. So it will help us create more content for you guys. It's not my channel. Well, I mean, Jolie does the most work for the channel, and she does a great job. She has like the direction and the vision, and I support her because she's the best. Spencer, it's like, how do I return the money? How do I return the money? I got into like a scuffle with my brothers because they like Venmo you something. I'm like, how do I like reject that Venmo payment? They're like, you can't. You just have to like return another Venmo. So it's kind of like that. I'll find you, Franco, and I'll give you $30.99. Okay? I'll give it back to you, my friend. I was very generous. It's ours, silly. Yes, it's true, Joe. That's fine. That's fine. Supportive spouses rule. Jolie's like the coolest person ever. I'm not just saying this to be like nice on stream. She's rad. I've known her for such a long time, and she is the best. She's the best, guys. Trust me. All right, I'm gonna have Jolie just kill this guy. She has his knife now, so she's gonna do more damage. Oh, I like that. Javier, you are one funny dude, says Jolie. I agree. Okay. Bigglesworth, my closer. Can you get there? Any chance you could throw a stone? Ah, you're not gonna get... We'll toss it anyway. Oh, knocked it back. That was good. Oh, they're coming for you, Argath. What happens if Argath dies? They're going for him. Ah. Yeah, I got counter tackle. Makes you think twice before attacking Jolie.
Ready.
Never change, Spencer. Javier, Spencer is like, I will save this money for you. If I ever see you, I will get it back.
The fruits of my labors.
I feel that way. Oh, stop. Spencer's the nicest husband. He literally cooks every meal. I barely know how to know how to turn on the stove. Yes, that's true. I am the cook in the family. That's just one. No, that's it. I just make all the meals. Okay. Ramza. I don't like this bomb just hanging out, you know? Oh, dude, look how sad that bomb looks. Look at his face. Look at it. He's sad. That's a very sad bomb. Should we let him stay sad for a little bit and just rend his speed? No, we'll give him. we put him out of his misery. Oh, is the bomb gonna explode? Is that what that like remaining thing is? We know he's a nice dude, Jolie. We can tell. You don't know me, Javier. Speaking of Javier, Would you just shoot some people already? I like this, like living on the edge, not healing you up, you know? Just taking pot shots at the... Oh, I'm dumb. That's just their corpse. It's like... I'm like, can you go collect those things from the bomb? I'm like trying to like not get as close as I can. Like my maximum distance here. Nice. He did not like that. All right, Jolie. Take him out for me. Oh, dude, he's drowning. Look at that goblin. He is not going to survive this, even though he's not dead. His head is fully submerged. Can goblins breathe underwater? All right, Bigglesworth, you're up, buddy. This is time to do what you do best. Let's close. Oh, yeah. Yeah, go for Argath. Nobody cares about the guest characters. Let's see here. Both of you guys hit the jackpot and both are Final Fantasy fans. What more can you ask for? I mean, like, I'll be honest. Jolie is talented. She's creative. She's driven. For future super chat animations. It's animating on mine. Alyssa, stop. It animated on my screen. Did you guys not see that? Please. If you are seeing the animation, just tell me. Like, if you're not seeing it, be honest, but don't just keep spending money. That's so nice, Alyssa. Anyway, I was in the middle of telling you how awesome Jolie was. But she's like incredible. And then on top of all this stuff, she's like a huge nerd and into all the like gaming stuff. She's like a unicorn. Seriously. I hit the jackpot. Jolie, I make some meals that she kind of likes. I made some really good chicken yesterday. It was not rubbery or chewy. It was very soft and cooked well. Spencer, my character doesn't look too good. Dude, you're not... Or look at him. He's fine. I think one of the guest characters healed you up, dude. Yeah, Delita gave you some potion or something. You're fine. Okay, so you did saw it. Yay, saw it this time. Big dollar sign. Yeah, okay. I didn't do that one. That was just the preset one. But when you subscribe, it does like the Final Fantasy Tactics thing and then makes the Final Fantasy Tactics noise. But okay, good. I'm glad you saw it. So don't keep testing it out. It's just, it works. We know. Oh no, the guilt of having a shower in my... Please do not. No guilt. That would be like my... I would be the thing that would make me most upset was to like say that. You needed to do anything. You guys are welcome just to come and hang out. All right. Let's see. Can we end the battle right now? I kind of want to end it because it's like a story one, you know?
I feel stronger.
For super chat animations, Alyssa, that's very kind.
Once we are clear of the Weald, we should soon reach Daughter.
Franco and Alyssa, thank you for being... Thank you for making me feel all awkward on the stream. No, it's fine. I'm actually... All right, let's get back to it. Ramza. Once we are clear of the Weald, we should soon... Oh, we should soon reach Daughter. Is that where we're going? Okay. Ramza. Did we crush those guys? We got to get Alyssa in the fight. Okay. So I didn't even use a potion, right? I don't need to really restock. I felt so powerful. Like I was not even stressed about that. Let's do it again this time. Oh, let's sign. Or let's, this is for you guys out there. Okay? Save. Now we're good. Okay. Enemy encountered. Oh, yeah. No, streaming is cool. I mean, you guys are here, so yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down for streaming. It was the quickest way for us to give you guys content without having to, like, produce something. I tried to make it nice with, like, the transition, the music before streams or whatever. But that's one thing about Jolie too, is like she has like a high bar of quality, which is like important to us. And so we were like streaming. I could do that at nights, and then you guys don't have to wait forever until our next like discussion. But the thing that bums me out about streaming is you don't get everyone's opinions, just get mine. But it's cool when Jolie can hop in and say some things, and who knows if Ernest is even playing the Final Fantasy games anymore. I just call him out. He hit his trophies, guys. I just want to know what he's doing.
Very well.
We gotta know. It's only fair, right? I feel like I want to put like the archer like, over here, you know? Just like
ready.
so you're like ready to go find high ground and snipe. Mr. Bigglesworth, we're gonna put you. That's fine. We'll put you here. Jolie, stay back.
To me.
We're gonna put Alyssa right in the middle of it as a level 1.
It's time.
Let me catch up on chat. Okay, let's see. I have to catch the VOD for my first battle. Time to hit the road. Oh, bummer. Well, Alyssa, hopefully we do you proud in your first battle. Thanks for chatting. That was so nice. And I'm interested to learn more about what a CNC machinist is, or maybe I'll look it up. But that's awesome. I think that's totally cool. Toolman says hiding the trophies is a sus move. He's counting that sweet YouTube money. We don't make that much money. But yeah, we every little bit helps, and it's good. Like we became a YouTube partner earlier this year, which is awesome. And the big deep dives, like those are the ones that generate like the most interest. So very cool. Javier says, "Oh yeah, the first time I saw your videos, I was like, is this an official Final Fantasy podcast? Really good quality." Bigglesworth, stop! 777. I got the reference though. Thank you, guys. I don't know if you want to see me get all like weirded out. Stop. This is weird for me. Okay, whatever. You guys are very nice. Let's get back to Javier's comment. He said, "Oh yeah, the first time I saw your videos, I was like, this is an official Final Fantasy podcast, really good quality. I know I'm a graphic designer and a videographer." Okay, cool. Javier, yeah. Jolie did all that stuff. Like she's a graphic designer, videographer. You know that she got her master's in film. Jolie's like an artist. She's a director. She can do like so many things. The only thing Jolie can't do is just have more time. If she had more time, she could do anything, which is awesome. Toolman says, we know there's that trophy for breaking 50 boxes or whatever. Oh yeah, that's right. The boxes. Breaking the boxes. Okay, but yeah, so I'm hiding trophies. It's okay. Ernest is playing along with us, like I think. The problem is it's like he'll be talking about certain things and we were asking him like, you know that Kate Sith chapter that's coming up, right? Chapter 11. I probably already said this, so if I'm repeating myself, sorry. But he's like, oh yeah, I've played it. I'm in chapter 12. And then we're like, no, like Kate Sith chapter, like everyone knows, like throwing the boxes, like has an opinion. So, but Ernest is so like deadpan sometimes when he's talking, which is cool. He's just like focused on what he's saying. We never know if like, it's like, did you play that part? Like, did you feel weird about it because it was crazy? Or maybe just save it for the podcast when we record it. So we'll have to find out when we record that section. But Javier says, Ernest, just phone in Spencer. He said, stop projecting the money. I'm glad that he's got you on speed dial, Javier. That's so funny. Yeah, but I told Jolie, I was like, I know how we can see if he's playing the game. And I trust that he's playing the game along with us, but I just wanted to know, like, if he had. This was back when we were like wondering if he'd completed the game, because Jolie and I beat Rebirth like it's been what, yeah, over a year and a half now probably. And I went to go check his trophies and they were blocked or like hidden. And I was like, I'm like, what? And I gave him crap for it. We have a group message, and I was like, Ernest, I can't even see your trophies, man. How am I supposed to, like, I don't know. I made up something like, we can share gameplay clips if we're like friends and stuff, you know? I think that's how I got him to be my friend on PlayStation. And then he's like, oh, I hid them like a while back. And I'm like, well, I only play, like my whole PlayStation, we only have a PlayStation 4 Final Fantasy. Like Jolie and I's like playtime are just like Remake and Rebirth. That's all we've like played on our PlayStation 5. So I'm like, yeah, my trophies look embarrassing too, but I don't need to hide them. Anyway, something to think about, guys. Ernest, if you're in chat, tell us why. If you're one of these people viewing, pipe in, see what's up. Don't hide your trophies. Okay, let's do this. Alyssa's like, she's like, I had to run. I'm gonna see how my first battle is, and then I'm just, what do we got? We only got 2 goblins? And I put the archer all the way over here? Man, I messed up. Okay, Ramza, you've got counter tackle. You're our knight. Just tank these guys. In the water. Oh, don't wait. Don't wait. Focus. Yeah, dude, look. You see him squat down in the water? We do not know what Ramza was doing right there.
Whatever it takes.
Okay. Now I put Javier all the way over here. Even if I move you all the way, you probably will not be able to hit one of them. Yep. Great. What fundamentals do you have? Oh, you've got focus too. Cool. Javier says if part 3 is coming on PS5, you need the super chat money. No, we have money. Jolie has a sweet job. We make a decent living. We're good. Oh, you guys are too nice. All right, Mr. Bigglesworth. Let's just send you into the lion's den here, man. You're gonna throw some stones, man. I never want to not have throw stone in this game, okay? Bigglesworth's got a great arm. He really does. Jolie's gonna get in here. Get in here. Ah! Nuts. All right, well, who are we gonna attack? Abilities. We want to throw a stone. I'm so bad. Let's move a little bit closer to Ramza. And just give him a good throw stone here. Yep. Get that job, XP. Well, Javier, no hard feelings, but we need Alyssa to level up, you know? So, I'm gonna stab you in the... Not in the back. We'll do it from the side. Pretty good. All right. Okay, cool. He's going for you, Bigglesworth. I like that noise. Like, sounds like a bat hitting something. The tackle noise. All right, we're gonna divide and conquer here. I'm just gonna test out Ren's speed. I don't know what it does. So he's in position 7, right? I do this now. He's got a counter, but I'm doing it from behind. Oh man, is this okay? I'm at a lower height than him. My chance of hitting is 57%. That's real low. Like real low. Should we move? Oh man, I have no position to not do that. Let's try it over here. I just want to see. Maybe Ren's speed is one of those things where it's always like a low percentage chance of actually hitting. 44%? Speed -2? In game logic, like anything below 50 is basically guaranteed not to hit. You guys know it's true. Why is it so low? Is that just a knight ability? Like Ren's speed is crappy? You're not gonna hit it? Well, let's give it a whirl. Okay, He was in 7th place, so he's still in 7th. All right, you guys told me Ren speed was good, but I don't know. I didn't feel very good. Could have just chopped him, you know? Oh, dude. Am I going to hit him? Will not hit target because there's a big tree in the way. Dude, you are a terrible archer. Javier, let's get you to the high ground here. Just like you've always wanted. All right. So good, man. 81%. We'll take those. We'll take those odds.
I am ready.
All right. We just want to give a full straight on assault here. Ah, 81% and he missed. Bigglesworth, my closer. Embarrassing, dude. I can move you away from the battle. Let's go here. See what happens. All right, Jolie. Just call me the Highlander. That's pretty good. Kind of on the nose, but I'll allow it. So my potions only heal for... They were really powerful at the beginning of the game, right? But as I get more HP, they're kind of crappy, so I need to like do high potions.
I've come a long way.
Yeah, you have, Joe. All right. We need to get you up. And all you can do is chop. We need to get Alyssa. Should we hit Javier again? Keep him in line. Digglesworth has 51 HP. Javier's got 54. Ramza's got HP for days, man. Let's just hit Ramza, you know? Ouch. There you go. Don't you dare hurt me. Ugh. It doesn't tell me how bad it's gonna hurt. My level 1 Alyssa. We will help you survive. Javier says if you think that's on the nose, you're gonna love the next one. There can only be one.
My turn.
Oh, Javier. Never change. Never change, Javier. Okay. Do you get more job points for finishing? Or is it just every time you do perform an ability? Because... I'm gonna just whack this guy.
How to proceed?
I don't know if anyone else is gonna reach him. Maybe he will. The high ground. I'm just gonna put you right next to. I wanted the high ground for you to be able to attack that guy. We'll take it. Oh, dude, he's drowning again. He's drowning. All right, Bigglesworth. Let's not miss this time, okay? You never miss when you throw stones.
Your time is up.
Got him. That's what I should have used.
Victory.
Why was I so naive to think you could hit him with a sword? Right, directly in front of him. Oh. I was wrong. Items, potion. Let's heal up Javier so he can stop complaining. So is Jolie still grinning or is she... Oh, grinding. You said grinning, but... Yeah, she's just sitting there laughing. Got a big old fat smile on her face. She's grinding or is she further in the game? I don't know where she's at, but she's like leveling up groups of people. So she's, I don't know, Jolie, if you're listening, where are you at? Where are you at in the game, Joe?
even surprised myself.
Ooh. We got him, guys. Bigglesworth. Greatest contribution. I saw you miss. They evaded you. I think I would have given it to someone else. I'm just being honest. Man, my job points just go up so fast. All right, Bigglesworth. Let's learn abilities. Got movement. You wanted counter tackle too? Got it. Got it. Okay. I guess so now that I've like learned all the abilities, but job points are exclusive to the class Squire, right? And I have 177, so there's no reason to not spend it on like salve, or should I save for focus? Maybe I save for focus and come back because I know that's a good one. I don't know. But I'm not going to do axes or beastmaster. Yeah, man, we got you your stuff. We can talk about that later. All right, white mage time. Dude, look how fancy that is.
I will give it my all.
You better give it your all. I've got an oak staff. White mage Bigglesworth. You look so so little. The character. The chibi little tactics character with no nose and your bowl cut. It's great. All right, what can we learn? Anything? Better learn cure. Shell? Okay, guys, I'm not going to know what to get. Magic defense boost, regenerate, cure. Well, we got to get cure. Should we, blessing that protects physical attacks, and then shell protects against magical attacks. No hat. Hooray, white mage. Then exclusively target unlocking holy. 600. Sacred light that banishes darkness, dealing holy damage to a distant unit. Okay, you want me to not... You just want to be... It's like the only offensive spell that a white mage has. Javier, no hat. Well, I don't know, get the no hat. Is that just saying that white mages should have hats? Should I learn protect or shell? Let me know what you think and I'll come back. Gotta make sure you're equipped with stuff. White magics is already there. That's good. Counter tackle. So if they try and hurt me. Okay, so I've got items now, so I can still use potions, but I can't throw potions, so I have to be near you to use them, right? And fundamentals would be just kind of weird, or should I get fundamentals because I can throw stones and stuff? I can't lose Mr. Bigglesworth's arm, guys. He's my closer. If I'm just a white mage now and I have no abilities to hurt people, why am I carrying around a bunch of potions? We're gonna do it. My logic sound. You'll come to know that I'm right. You'll trust me.
What is it?
Jolie. What have you look? You're so close to throw items. Treasure hunter seems interesting, but Phoenix down. Let's just... I want throw items on you, so I'm going to keep you there for just a little bit longer. That spell is Chef's Kiss. I don't know what spell you're talking about, but probably one that we're talking about. Still not JP boost yet. Oh, get out of here, Coster. You're not our favorite. All right, did you get anything? What should we learn as just a bunch of aim, speed, surge. Wow, that's so high. Upon receiving damage, increases unit speed. That's cool. Equip crossbows, concentration. Jump increases jump attribute by 1, allowing the unit to traverse greater elevation. So if you're like up against like a mountain surface that you couldn't just hop up to, you can like hop up a mountain, I'm assuming. Okay, Javier says we got to have something to finish the enemy. Laugh out loud. Otherwise, what's the point of having a finisher? That's right. That's why I gave him fundamentals, dude. I am never going to let Mr. Bigglesworth have items. Ever. With Holy, you're both an opener and a closer. Well, it's going to take a long time to get to Holy. Spend slightly more time aiming. Spend somewhat... ever so slightly, somewhat more time aiming, deal more damage. Holy cow, like... Okay, this seems a bit excessive. Aim plus 20? Spends next to an eternity aiming to deal more damage? Is this like a joke? Why does this even exist? Unless it like one-shots everybody in the game. Do you like go perch on something and set your archer to like, all right, in 5 turns, you're going to hit this character, hopefully. That seems a bit weird. I like don't know what to spend as an archer. You seem to be doing just fine without any of these things. So we're going to keep you there because I don't know what I'm doing with that. But Ramza. Learn abilities as a knight. A death technique to reduce the target's MP. Okay, so you go jump on a mage or something and then take out their MP so they can't do anything. Overkill, it's always a good thing, so I'd say... Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know, man. Blocks physical attacks received from the front or side with the... Does that always happen? That's cool. Because right now I have... What? I've got counter tackle equip. I don't know what to get. I feel like I'm doing fine. I don't need to get all this stuff. I don't know what I'm working towards. I feel like I need to save up more. Bigglesworth, Jolie, we're working on throw items. Alyssa, okay. Let's just do another battle. Is that okay? Who needs to save? Let's fight! No need to save. What a waste of time. So how are we doing tonight, guys? You enjoying this the slow roll of tactics here?
Of course.
We're gonna put Bigglesworth behind us, Jolie there, Alyssa up front. Yep, I'm getting better at it. Fast forwarding. These guys look spooky. 2 more opponents. They're coming for Alyssa. Oh, they want it. Skeleton. They got those spooky ghoul icons above their head. What's that about? My nails are gone, Spencer. This is too stressful. Guys, I only want to give you the best content, all right? So if you're freaking out, that's good. We gotta have excitement, or what are we doing, you know? Dude, look at how far Ramza can go. Should we just fight this guy? All the way. Arts of War. Okay, you guys gotta tell me. You guys told me Ren's speed was good. If I use Ren's speed and it helps me, is that just gonna like slow him down over time? So like, it's speed -2, so then you just keep hitting with Ren's speed and their speed keeps going down, or... I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. We're going to give you the old 1-2 there. All right. Can I reach you from here? Nope. I got to move closer. How close do I have to move? All the way there? I'm not good at... Yeah, assessing the grid yet. I have to move you all the way here. Okay, we're gonna try aim. We're gonna aim and try and hurt you. Oh, there's a squat.
We can win this.
Bigglesworth. Yeah, man. We need your arm. Check it out. That darn tree's driving me crazy. White magic, I just have cure. See? Isn't it so good that we kept Throwstone? He still got it. He still got it. Okay. Where are you at, Joe? You can move super far too. I have items. I also have fundamentals or attack. All right, let's just keep chipping away at this guy, huh? Oh, Joe, you're letting me down. Javier says it's going good. Half week so far. It's all good. The weather is starting to change. That's always good. It's too hot here. Okay, so Javier said something like Japan or Canada, making it like the implication was that he didn't live in the United States. That might be true for a lot of you guys. I don't even know where you're all at. Jolie and I live in the U.S. Let's see. Canada can't be too hot right now because we're south of Canada. And it's getting pretty cool here. I imagine Canada's pretty chilly. Japan, I don't know anything about geography or like what the seasons are like. So I'm just going to choose to believe that Javier is like this cool guy that lives in Japan. And it's like 12 o'clock in the middle of a work day, but he's choosing to hop on streams with us. I don't know what the time is over there. Am I right, Javier? Blink twice if I'm right. All right. Should I go stab Javier in the back? Make sure that he doesn't miss his shot. Just to wake him up, you know? 20 damage? Alyssa, you're surprising me. I live in Mexico. Javier, you said something about Canada and Japan. Stoolman says, I think it's about noon there. Okay, I was right. Yeah, 12 o'clock on a work day. Oh, you counter tackled me. You're not going to take my crap anymore. Well, good thing we got a white mage. Dude, check it out. We got it with aim. Here come the goblins. They look just like the goblins from Spider-Man. No, Joe! I'm gonna chop. Good thing you got counter tackle, though. You're gonna regret that, goblin man. 6 damage. Good thing I waited so long to get counter tackle, right? Same thing's gonna happen to you, bucko. Chop. Counter tackle from Javier. All the way from Mexico, y'all. Around 6 hours under Arizona. Okay, cool. Yeah. That's not too far. So, do you speak Spanish? I'm assuming, but that's the dumbest question ever. You live in Mexico. Do you speak Spanish? You probably do, but you speak really good English. That's what I was trying to say. You're typing up here like a storm. Awesome, man. That's the thing, as learning a language is super cool, but not a lot of us in the United States do it. Jolie speaks pretty decent Spanish. She's been to Guatemala a few times, and she's pretty good at it. I am not good at Spanish. When I worked a retail job, I used to say, what would I say? Like, I can't even remember. I would just say ¿Cuántos dinero? How much money? I don't even know. ¿Necesitas pagar? Do you need to pay? Something like that. I was really bad. So excuse my terrible butchering of the language. Let's see. I want to get you. You're learning Old English right now. Don't worry. This is true. Some of the stuff these guys say, I do not understand. Props to the localization team, you know? We got him. We got him. Back up. Back up. Nope, don't back up that far. I never know how far to go. I'm just gonna shoot you from far. Yeah, get out of here. I like that. We're kiting him. That's a gamer term. We're kiting him. See? That term kiting, does that mean like you're trying to like keep it on a like the kite string? So the kite is always like kind of a certain amount of distance away from you and you keep backing up. You can like, it's usually ranged attacks, right? So I'm guessing that's what that means. You gotta say por favor, then por favor. Please. Then me. Okay, if I'm saying something inappropriate, let me know. Por favor, den me más super chats. Laugh out loud. Oh, you probably just told me to say, please give me more of a super chat, right? I'm not that bad at Spanish. So, well, Javier, that only works if the chat speaks Spanish. And how many of them do you think just knew that I asked for more super chats? I'm not asking for super chats, by the way. Yeah, Spanish and English is my second. Since a kid, I know a little Russian, French, Italian. Dude, that's like, I'm so embarrassed. We've got like Alyssa here being a freaking machinist. Javier speaks 4 languages. Come on. 5. Yeah, I just feel dumb. It means give me more super chats. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Yeah, I had my 5 years of Spanish. Toolman's probably like me. I was required to take a language in middle school, and I didn't take it through high school. I like stopped after middle school, which was a bad idea. But yeah, so you are international, guys. Come on. You're too funny in English. See, I was confused because I'm like, this is his native language. Just makes me feel dumber. It's fine. Bigglesworth, the closer, the white mage closer. Did I like... Oh yeah, I have a rod, huh? Whack him with it. Give him a good chop on the back. Ugh! He had counter. I hit him from behind. I thought he couldn't counter if he was from behind. Yeah, we're so cool. International. I gotta stop selling us short. Jolie, we're awesome. Good chop with your mithril knife.
Greatness.
Jolie, you're so good. Can you make it to Ramza to chop him? You cannot. Well, who's the unfortunate soul who's gonna get a stab from Alyssa here? Bigglesworth, 24. Jolie, 24. Should we just kill Javier so Jolie can res him? No. All right, Alyssa, do your worst. It's pretty... That's a lot of damage. Oh, I keep forgetting about the counter tackle. Maybe I should attack someone who doesn't have that. I really gotta learn throw stone. No, Alyssa, stop! I thought you weren't here. Okay. I'm gonna say this wrong. Pida y reciberas? Is that Spanish? Or if should I read it like an American? Pied y reciberas. I don't know. But thank you. What did she say, guys? Javier, what did she say? I had to read it. It was a super chat. I'm Puerto Rican, so actually I do understand Spanish. Why are you listening to Javier, Alyssa? We have more in common than you do with Javier. We grew up on Toonami, Gundam Wing, Dragon Ball Z kids. You like Avatar: The Last Airbender. And you listen to him when he says... I guess you did listen to me because I read out the super... Just ask for more super chats. But trust me when I say you guys don't need to do this, okay? You guys are making me feel all stupid. Javier, you see Spanish work? You see Spanish work. Laugh out loud it. Asking you shall receive. Guys. Okay, well, tell me how I can give money back to you when you need it, all right? Get yourself something nice from Spencer. Start streaming so I can do the same thing. Ask and you shall receive. To put it, Alyssa says, to put it in ye old English. Cool Man says Avatar was the show of the generation. Dude, okay, great. Yes. Should we talk about Avatar for a second? Or should we finish this battle? You know? Let's just take a little break here. Let's talk about Avatar for a second. Okay? See, Jolie has no control over the stream, you know? She's like, this is a Final Fantasy show, and now Spencer's just using it to talk about the nerdy shows that he likes. Avatar is incredible. I love that show. Love it, love it, love it. So good. Alyssa says, "No, just keep putting out that great content. Just keep doing what you're doing, Spencer. Don't need to do more." Well, no, I'm just saying. Yeah, Avatar was awesome. The character arcs, like, I can't think of a better, I don't know, like a more memorable character than like Uncle Iroh or Zuko. I love Aang and Katara. Sokka's awesome. Like, I don't know. Mark Hamill is the Fire Lord, but yeah, it's incredible. Like, I'm a almost 40-year-old man, and I know that show's for kids, but yeah, when I can watch it again and then get choked up, like the way Iroh treats Zuko, super good. Yeah, welcome to the Avatar Star Wars Files with Spencer. What did you think of Legend of Korra? I liked it, but I think like this is my same issue with what they're doing with Final Fantasy and what they did with Star Wars. So I'm a broken record at this point. But with Legend of Korra, it felt like they wanted to go one direction and then they like tried to like kind of find their stride towards the end. It's like they didn't have a plan at the beginning, right? Because like Korra goes through a bunch of different changes and stuff, and it's like I don't care what you think about like the who she ends up liking at the end of the season. But my whole thing is like I felt like they were trying to be something like that first season felt very true to the original, but like in a future setting. And then they were kind of playing around with villains. I don't like that the Legend of Korra had a villain per season. I liked having like the Fire Lord be the ultimate threat for all the seasons of the original series. That it just made it feel more united because I know that like I can't Mako and Bolin, right? And Asami. I'm trying to remember all of them. But yeah, like they were like the Team Avatar Part 2, right? But the original just like having that singular goal to work towards the whole time and like the fear that Aang is grappling with, like this is his ultimate responsibility. I don't know. But liked Legend of Korra a lot. Some of the animation, like I studied animation if you guys don't know. Incredible. Like the fight scenes, the choreography, just the powers. So cool. Love that stuff. So I enjoyed the series, but I didn't like it as much as the original. That's my question. Or that's my answer. Keep those super chats coming. Stop, Javier. We'll tie it back to Final Fantasy. Avatar handled resolutions very well. A lot of payoffs for the build up. Totally. Like if we're talking about Final Fantasy and that's something that we want, Avatar does a good job of really letting you get to know the characters. Like think about the payoff with Zuko. They have like it's kind of like they get to go on their side quests, right? And they get to go and kind of face their demons and do all these things. Like they allow each character to shine. Korra, sorry, not Korra, but Katara, the like blood-bending episode is intense with her and all the stuff like hunting down, the people that attack the Water Tribe, her parents, just awesome stuff. Zuko, like, and Katara going off together, being like, we need to figure this out for you. And Aang's like, no, we should be a pacifist. Just great. They have so many awesome things where each character, like and I'm not even talking about Toph either, just anyway, awesome series, awesome characters, some of the best characters ever. And I take umbrage with the people that are like, okay, I'm probably talking to the wrong people. But I like don't care that it's not an anime. Like I see it as an anime. And I know anime is like it has to be made in Japan and like purist or whatever, but it's like it's not like a Nickelodeon cartoon. I mean, it technically was, but it's just it fits. I mean, it's its own thing, but very good. So anyway, I thought they did. Let's see. Alyssa said, I thought they didn't have it properly planned. Yes, see, we're the same because they originally only were signed for one season, and you can tell like with Amon and the whole like he's a bloodbender, but he finds a way to block bending. That's true. It feels like it ties itself up in that one season, but they're like people really like this, so let's extend it. And then it just like whenever that happens, and I know that's a problem with TV because TV you're never greenlit to be like you have carte blanche just to have 4 seasons. Tell the story you want and we'll support you. It's like if you do good on these, sometimes even the first 3-4 episodes, then we'll greenlight the rest of the season. Or maybe you get a season, right? We see that with Netflix. They're like, it's renewed for a second season. And you're like, okay. So like they always kind of TV, they have to like write a single season as if it will like resolve and be good and stand alone if they don't get another season. Because then you have stuff like Firefly. I don't know if you guys know Firefly, but you have these grand plans and then it just kind of ends and you're like, oh, it didn't get renewed for the Sci-Fi Channel or whatever, So we had to like get the movie Serenity years later to like finish the story, but then it was all jumbled and there's all these questions that weren't answered. So it's like a bad medium to try and tell like a long story because if you're not renewed for a season, then you don't get to tell your story. So they're always nervous about it. So they have to tell these little short stories, but then it doesn't lend to the long form stuff. Alyssa said it, but even the first season had its ups and downs. I actually thought the villains in Legend of Korra were probably the strongest part of the series. That's true. I'm just talking about like them being just singular per season, right? Because they're awesome, kind of terrifying. Amon is so good. And I can't remember season 3. He was like an airbender, right? But he was spooky and awesome. Season 2 with the spirit stuff, there was some cool lore, like Juan, the first bender, right? With what are those called? The turtles. I'm trying to remember what they are. Lion turtles or whatever. Anyway. Yeah. But even the season had its ups and downs. I actually thought the villains, yeah, okay, cool. We're probably the strongest part of the series. Have you seen The Dragon Prince, Spencer? I have not seen The Dragon Prince. This is something that is a blind spot. The animation in both Avatar and Legend of Korra were so sick. They're so good. They're so good, man. I can watch the fight of Zuko and Azula at the end. The music, just like, the soft, slow music and just the sounds of like the fire bending and so good, man. It's so nerdy. And I'm a 40-year-old man and I freaking love it. So props to the developers, man. What a freaking good series. Okay, Alyssa says some of the same dudes. Yeah, the original creators. Okay. Javier said some of the same dudes on Dragon Prince. I'll have to check it out. That's awesome. They did bring over some of the writers, and you can tell in the first couple seasons, you can't take the sky from me. Okay, yes, this is true. All right. I am going back to the game. We had our little distraction, our detour, our avatar detour. But right now we got to get Alyssa to level up. And the only way to do that is to hit our own people because we don't have focus or throw stone. All right, everyone's good, right? We're all good still. All right, Ramza. So he is a zodiac sign that is advantage against Ramza, against Pisces, right? Yeah, that's true, Javier. Nerds don't have an age. I've been watching the Apothecary Diaries on Netflix. It's so chill. I like having a good series that I can enjoy and watch.
Too slow.
Too slow. I like that. Too slow. All right, let's shoot this guy. If I aim, will it kill him? Let's see. Where am I, Javier? No. 'Cause I'll have other people that can do it. Apothecary Diaries on Netflix is so chill. Cool. Like, I think this is something about me that Alyssa might be able to relate to. I grew up on Toonami, and that's like a shonen anime stuff. Like they had Dragon Ball Z, right? They had Gundam Wing. They had Ronin Warriors, all these things. Like, but they were very like made for young teen boys or even like adolescent boys. But it kind of like developed my taste in the type of shows I liked, like in anime. So even as I've grown up, I like find myself chasing that nostalgic feeling. So I like will watch like Demon Slayer or like My Hero Academia. And I know these are like cringy like shows for like kids. Maybe they're not cringy. Maybe you guys like them. That's cool, right? But I get that same feeling. I'm like, all right, like power levels, like superpowers, you know, and I'm into it. All right, closer, Bigglesworth. But yeah, I don't know. Like, but then I've seen other stuff. Like I do not watch that much anime, but I've seen like Death Note and more like mature ones that are like mysterious and intrigue, and I really enjoy those. I think I watched Full Metal Alchemist. I watched the original, and everyone's like, you gotta watch Brotherhood. And as an animator, this is gonna sound dumb, but I liked the animation in the original Full Metal Alchemist. Brotherhood seems like cheaper animation. Some people say the fights are better or whatever. It's just got like that kind of like the line art seems a little bit cheaper and doesn't seem as painterly and nice to me. But I know that they like got ahead of the manga, so they had to create like their own weird ending. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm all about it. I think some of the anime that I've watched is just some of the best entertainment that I've seen. I do like it, and I always tell Jolie, she kind of like teases me for liking anime, but I'm like, you love anime. Final Fantasy is anime, you know. Let's see. Okay. Bigglesworth said, I've been watching Apothecary Diaries on Netflix to chill. Javier, Toonami had Saint Seiya, right? I don't remember that. But there were different versions of Toonami, right? And I think maybe if you were in like Mexico or something, it might have been different. And like different like times when we watched it. Because like I'm 38 years old. So when I was watching it, it was like Ronin Warriors was on there. I think even like Sailor Moon was on it. Maybe Sailor Moon wasn't, but it might have been. But like Dragon Ball Z was like the main one, you know, and Gundam Wing was the other one, right? Toolman says both Full Metals are 10 out of 10. Yeah, super awesome. I got creeped out because that was like my first experience of like dark, like, I mean, Full Metal Alchemist is dark, but like when you see Alphonse and Edward trying to, you know, bring back their mom and like that just eldritch horror that comes out of their, you know, alchemy attempt to raise someone from the dead, I was like, holy cow, this is kind of spooking me out. I'm pretty naive if you guys haven't gotten that from our chats. I don't swear. I don't like watch a ton of gory stuff. But yeah, so anyway, interesting. I was like, holy cow, this is serious. And people were probably like, it's nothing, you know. But to me, it was pretty intense. Alyssa says, I like those too, but I've kind of grown to like a bunch of different genres now as well. Yeah. There's like a ton of other stuff that I should probably dive into and see, but I just don't have time. So it's like the things I enjoy are like, you know, I'm with the kids all day and we're working, and then we come and do a few things like this. It's like work on the channel and then go to bed, you know? And then we go spend time with family like on the weekends. So If I do watch an anime, it's like in bed at night, you know. Toolman says that's actually a barrier for some people. A lot of my friends refer to Final Fantasy as that anime game, which is like sad because, okay, like I grew up as someone that like wasn't. I was a Toonami kid, but like I would say I'm kind of well-rounded because I had friends who thought that stuff was weird, you know, into sports, girls, like whatever, you know. We played Xbox and Halo, and they didn't want to play anything that, or like Call of Duty wasn't a, you know, military shooter. But then I had other friends, like Jolie was into Final Fantasy when I met her, and I've known Jolie for 20 years, and like some of my other friends were like, "Oh yeah, Final Fantasy's cool," and I liked Nintendo stuff. So, you know, I don't even remember the first JRPG I ever played was. I'm pretty new to the genre, but it is anime. But it's cool. Like, JRPG tells some of the coolest stories. The problem is those people that don't like, maybe they like PlayStation games that are like the over-the-shoulder sad dad games is what they're called, right? It's like God of War, and you're like, it tells a cool story. Like, I'm not saying God of War is bad, but I just think JRPGs take you on such an amazing adventure. Like, I don't think there's any other game series or genre that like transports you to somewhere that just doesn't feel like anything else. Like, I can kind of see all the stuff in the Western games, you know, that I play. It's like, okay, like God of War, sad dad game. This is like probably a 40-year-old dad made this game, you know, about like reconnecting with the son. But it's cool, like mythology. We've all seen stuff like that, you know. It's cool. It's incredible. But when I play a JRPG, it's like I could never have thought of this myself. They're taking me to like these worlds and showing me these things that I never would have imagined on my own. And it just is my favorite feeling. That's why we like the channel, or that's why we like Final Fantasy so much, and we decided to create a channel, because maybe we have issues with the storytelling, and we'll talk about those. Obviously, we talk about them a lot. But the imagination that comes with just the worlds, the characters, the monster designs, the magic systems, it's all like top tier. We love it. So yeah. Yeah, it's a bummer that people write these games off because of anime. Like the one thing about Final Fantasy is like they say it's an anime game. I keep bringing up Xenoblade. I love Xenoblade, and like people look at Final Fantasy and they're like, that's like gritty hardcore like realism, and then you've got the anime looking characters with unrealistic boobs and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I like the games, and I wish, you know, I even like I shouldn't apologize for it because I know like it's a style and people like it, but I'm even kind of like, they're good games. I know they seem weird, you know. So everyone's on a spectrum of whether or not they like want to play stuff like that. But I wish more people would play JRPGs. I wish they were as popular as they used to be, you know, back in the early PS2 games or era. Mr. Bigglesworth says, early in the 2000s, I watched Full Metal Panic. Anybody seen it? I've never seen Full Metal Panic. Alyssa says, Full Metal is great. I'm guessing I don't know if she's talking about Full Metal Alchemist or Panic, but, you know. But I also like Spy X Family, Bocchi the Rock, and the season I found myself watching Secrets of the Silent Witch. Cool. These all sound awesome. Maybe I had access to US Toonami, but yeah, age difference maybe. I'm 48. Yeah, cool. So I don't know. We probably watched it at the same time though, because I was like around Cartoon Network when they launched Toonami, so it might have been there. There were a few things that like I didn't latch onto, so like you were saying earlier. Here in the US, I mean, okay, cool, yeah. Embrace the weeb. Yeah, I had to like explain what a weeb was to Jolie. We were doing. Yeah, if you guys listen to the Chapter 6 deep dive, I'm like, let me tell you guys, like, for all the weebs out there. The Anime Beach episode, Jolie, that was, like, new to Jolie. I'm like, oh, that's a thing. Like, you got to have the Anime Beach episode, and that's what Chapter 6 is. Toolman says, do we count Pokemon as a JRPG? I do, Toolman, laugh out loud. Okay, if that counts, then that's my first JRPG, because I had, like, so many other people a Game Boy Color and Pokemon Red, and that seriously is probably one of my favorite gifts of all time. I got that for Christmas, and I had like the little strategy guide, and me and my brother, he had Pokemon. He got Pokemon Yellow, and I got Pokemon Red, and his was made for Game Boy Color, and his he has had updated sprites, and Pikachu and Bulbasaur looked like they did in the show. And mine was like the old Game Boy version, right? It like gave color to it, but I remember being like, I felt slighted. Why did I get the one that didn't show like the cool characters that was in full color? But I loved that game. Like I was totally obsessed. Did everything in Pokemon. But I'm like one of those Gen 1 like elitists. I'm like anything after Gen 1 I don't care about, which is sad because I know there's been awesome Pokemon since. It's just a bummer that Game Freak can't make awesome games with all the money that they make. Let's see. I think Final Fantasy, it's more of a mesh part. Yeah, anime, part American kind of style, not full anime, at least I think so. I think that's right. Like, it appeals to... I mean, you got Cloud with his spiky hair and his giant sword. That's pretty anime, but it has the level of fidelity and realism that, like, makes it, I think, intriguing to a more Western audience. Alyssa says, I mean, Final Fantasy started as a D&D knockoff video game like Dragon Quest. Yeah, it's true. And I'm actually playing a D&D campaign with my neighbors. I have thoughts, but we don't have to get totally into that. But I mean, I've never played D&D before. I think it's cool. I just don't have like the energy to go in. It's so funny because I have the energy on stream, but when we're getting together and doing our campaign, I feel bad because I'm still learning the rules and I'm like, can I do this? And the dungeon master's always like, stop asking me what you can do and just do it. You know, and I'm like, okay, sorry. Maybe if I got a little better at it, it would be more fun for me, but I just feel like I'm doing everything wrong. Toolman says, hey, he's talking to Alyssa. I had a revelation way too late. Pokemon indoctrinated the JRPGs. Totally. I think, which is funny because I feel like everyone played Pokemon, so maybe our age, we all like grew up playing Pokemon. That's why we like it so much. I've been playing the Trails and the Sky remake. First time playing in the series now. It's my second favorite go-to after Expedition 33. Awesome. Yeah, I've heard such good things about Trails, but Trails, so that's a good one to jump in, right? Because they remade the first one, but I know there's like 8 different games or 9 different games. It's like the Yakuza franchise, right? Like trying to catch up on Like a Dragon. It's really hard. And I just get overwhelmed. Like, I would want to see the series through. The nice thing about Final Fantasy is I can play one and not feel like I've missed out on all of them. But Trails is like an overarching like political drama from all the games. So, yeah, Toolman. Oh yeah, I didn't realize it until I was in my 20s. My friends and I were drunk and arguing about it for some reason. It's true. Like, Pokemon totally indoctrinated us. And Alyssa says to Miss, I got into Trails during lockdown. You're in for a treat. Awesome. Cool, man. That's awesome, Alyssa. Oh, we found something else we differ on, Spencer. Gen 2 is actually my fave, and Gen 1 for nostalgia, and then Gen 5 is probably my There we go, yeah. See, but I stopped playing after that. I never got a Pokemon. I didn't get like Pokemon Gold or Silver. I don't remember what was next, and I didn't have a DS, so I didn't play any of the newer ones. I still love those games, and I think if I would have played them, I'm sure I would love the new gens, but I'm one of those like boomers in the Pokemon world. You only like Gen 1? Stopped at 150? You know? Javier says, welcome to D&D files, laugh out loud. We're not going to go into D&D too much. I mean, we can talk about anything, but yeah, this was the best time to jump in the beginning of the story. Cool. I'm glad you're liking it, man. I've heard so many good things. It's just, you know. Toolman says, Gen 2 gang rise up, started with gold. Okay. So it's like, you know, you liked it because it was your first. I was on Pokemon Red, so it was my first, right? Yeah, see, so you guys, you can't get mad at me for liking, you know, Gen 1 the most if, like, you guys started with gold or silver. I started with the older ones. All right. What are we doing here? Let's see. Let's get you healed up here, gal. Problem is, you guys both have counter. I could go whack Bigglesworth. I could hit Ramza, but he's too far away. Bigglesworth does not have counter yet, so I'm gonna give him a good chop. We need Alyssa to get those job points.
This cannot be.
Oh no, he did have counter. I didn't think you had it, and I just killed you. Killed my white mage. Here's the real kicker. My Jolie is my true mage in disguise. I know nothing about Pokemon games, but I did watch the TV every day after school in the 90s. Yeah, same, Bigglesworth. I would come home and watch it. Like, every day. And it was funny because I'd play the games and I'd be like, I remember fighting Brock. Like, Pikachu could never kill Onyx. But in the anime, Pikachu, like, wins against a rock type, which really bothered me. Not cool. It was not super effective.
I feel stronger.
So if I don't get to you in time, we're gonna just you guys are gonna die and leave my party, right? We can't let Alyssa die, you guys. What are we gonna do? All right. Who died first? Bigglesworth died first. All right. I got you guys. Do not fret.
In the nick of time.
Do not fret. First impression is a lasting impression. That's totally true. I had red and yellow as Christmas presents, but was disappointed it wasn't like the anime. Yeah, but like yellow was more like the anime, right? Like they redid yellow and it kind of matched the anime the way it looked, right? The first game I ever bought with my own money. Oh, that's like huge. You'll always remember that. The one like where you spent your own money on. That tends to be a thing for Final Fantasy also. Many people say their first is always your favorite. Jolie's first was Final Fantasy VIII. And I don't think she would say that's her favorite. She hates level scaling, which is funny because we're playing tactics right now too. She hates level scaling, but I think she enjoyed like the romance and like she's always gonna have fond memories of 8. I don't know what Jolie's favorite Final Fantasy game is. Jolie, if you're still awake, what's your favorite Final Fantasy game? She might say 8, actually. She went back and played 7. She has good memories of 9, 10. She liked the romance in 10, but she has issues with the ending of 10. You guys are probably sensing a theme developing around Jolie. People usually love the ending of 10, but I feel like we need to replay that one and then have Jolie give us her thoughts. Alyssa said Pikachu followed you around, which was cool, and you could get the starters early on, but I wanted to also travel with Brock and Misty. Yeah, Pikachu did follow you around, and you could get all the starters. That drove me nuts because I had to like save scum it, and I would like get Charmander and then like trade, and then I would like get Bulbasaur. I'd restart my game and then trade at my brother, and then restart my game and get Squirtle so I could have all 3. But I think if you play the original, like you have to pick your one, and there's no chance to get all of them. But in yellow, you can acquire all the starters as you play the game. I really like Chocobo Mystery Dungeon, despite the lack of romance. Yeah, I've never played it, but romance is always good. We're a pro romance channel. The first game I got with my own money was the 2 NES Zelda games and the SNES one. I needed to start my collection. Awesome. Yeah, Javier, you're a Zelda guy. See, I never had an SNES, so I didn't play like Link to the Past, which is like regarded as one of the greatest Zeldas of all time. And when I played Ocarina of Time, everyone's like, that's just a 3D version of the Link to the Past because there's a whole dark world and stuff that happens. For me, it was Ocarina of Time. Yeah, Toolman says it's true. I think Final Fantasy X might be their best ending. Yeah, she likes the ending, but she feels like it was a bit like retcon, like it didn't foreshadow enough. I think. Don't use my words against me. I know what happens in the ending, and I've never played it. Yeah, but Jolie is also looking at it with more critical eye now than when she first played it. Some of those games. That's true. It's like, do you let nostalgia and the emotions that you had when you first completed those games govern your feelings, or do you look at it with a critical lens, like a more mature lens, and say, okay, these are the issues I have? I think that's what she does with 10. I think she can understand why it's a beloved ending, and but I think she just wants a happy ending, and 10 was kind of sad. And Ernest always mocks her and says she'll never have it. You're playing a JRPG, you'll never be happy. Alyssa says, which to be fair, many of us do now. I know I had zero understanding of the plot in 7 when I first played it, but on subsequent and later playthroughs, I actually understood the message. Yeah. A lot of rumors swirling about Zelda's 40th anniversary next year. You think so, Bigglesworth? I mean, we just had Tears of the Kingdom a few years back, and I just don't think that they'll have anything ready to go. Nintendo just does what they want to do, but I think part 3 of the re-trilogy will come out in the 30-year anniversary. I think Square Enix wants to hit that, but I think Nintendo's just like, we'll give you a Zelda game at the end of the Switch 2 life cycle. Alyssa says, but I was like 8 or 9 when me and my friends first played. Yeah, I was around your age, I think. I don't know, but Jolie was a little bit older when she played it, because she didn't play it right when it came out. Played it a little bit later. Oh, I get to go again? No, I just didn't move, right? Okay, I just get to move. All right. I'll put you here. Spin punch. Oh no, you're going down again. I just took care of you.
Right.
How am I supposed to level up Alyssa if she's dead? Coolman says, first real exposure to Final Fantasy VII was through Advent Children. And Alyssa says, I mean, that had to be cool too, man. I don't know. Some people might say, back then it was probably cool. We're not fans of Advent Children. Sorry. It's cool that the fights happen, but, you know. Do we have items I can just use? I don't have Phoenix down, though. Let's just have you. Nope, you don't have it. So, they're down. If I beat the game before their hearts expire, then my people don't die, right? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, you're not a fan of it. Okay, cool. If you are, that's cool. If you're not, it's fine too. But it was cool. I remember like when Final Fantasy was in theaters and I was like, this is the game Jolie likes, and they get like theatrical releases. None of my games get that. These are a big deal. But you know. Let's see. Items. Phoenix down. Let's res Alyssa here. I'm gonna wait here. Oh, yes. Can I get him? He's kind of high. Am I going to miss? No! All right, I'm just going to have to whack. I'm just going to have to whack Jolie, the one who just rezzed me. For those job points. Oh, yeah, the counter. So funny. All right, come kill me. Oh, nice. What? What? That guy was dead. He wasn't rezzed. He just killed Alyssa. What was that? Is the other guy gonna come back to life? I object. I saw no res. That's crazy. Did you guys see what happened? I know we're talking about Advent Children, but did you see what happened?
It's time.
Okay, here. You get to go next. What if I res you? Still not gonna happen? Okay. You know what? Bigglesworth is about to die. Let's just finish this out because this guy came out of nowhere, I swear. Is the other one gonna come back to life? Alright, we're alright. Everyone's alive. Okay, let me catch up. Okay, Alyssa said at least it got you invested into checking out more about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of AC either, or Crisis Core. Is that what that is? Crisis Core? But if you get you interested in the genre, it doesn't necessarily hurt the fandom. Yeah, I agree. I think any supplementary or expanding the universe of any type of game that you like the core game is Final Fantasy VII, but then you have all these spin-offs. I think it's cool for the people that like it, and then if you don't like it, you can just be like, I just hate it when it gets like all this conversation about Advent Children and why it should be a part of the canon. I mean, it is. I get it. I don't like it. I think it's a terrible movie. But there's like some lore stuff. It's just like so depressing. Like Jolie talks about in our latest video. That like Barrett ditches Marlene and Cloud's a depressed loser and he can't get over Aerith, and then they just come up with some weird, what is it, the geostigma? Is that what it was? Everyone's dying and we got to get a reason for Sephiroth to come back. It's just like, that's another thing. Like, we didn't resolve it, so we're going to just have an excuse to bring back Sephiroth so we can have a cool fight with Cloud has a new, like, turtleneck and the fusion sword instead of the Buster sword. It's like, okay. All right, we're going to talk about this for a second. One sec. Okay, so let me be critical for a second. Advent Children. I studied animation and I was really into Pixar. Maybe many of you have seen the movie Brave with Merida. There's like some developer or not developer commentary or like film, can't think of it, like director commentary or whoever made the, I'm so in the game mode I think of developer commentary or whatever it is about the creators who make videos and not video games. Anyway, they were talking about this new tech that Pixar had come up with, a way to render hair. And they were so excited about it, right? Because hair had been super difficult to render. And it is really hard to render. And it's taxing on, on anything that you do. We're even seeing it in games, we're getting better at like real-time rendering. But Pixar had come up with this way to render hair. And so they like made an entire movie because they wanted to create a character with that type of hair. Now, ask yourselves, do you think that's a good reason to make a movie? Probably not. Now, I'm not saying Brave is a bad movie, but it's kind of like generic. Like the mom turns into a bear. We call it Mother Bear instead of Brother Bear because, the movie Brother Bear that came out and like you turned into a bear. It's like the same thing. Now, why am I talking about Brave? Brave was a movie that Pixar made because they got some new technology that they were excited to show off. Advent Children, I think the developers and filmmakers even said this. They said, like they, when they made Final Fantasy VII, you had the FMV, like stuff the PlayStation could do. So I remember that was a big argument. I was an N64 kid, and my friends that were PlayStation kids, it's like, oh yeah, have you seen Final Fantasy? Like the cutscenes that you can see, like they're so good. The graphics are so much better on PlayStation. I'm like, every time you play, they look terrible, but when you watch the videos, I was like, yeah, N64 can't do that. They said that they like Advent Children was like what they always wanted. They had pictured what it would be like, right? So a lot of that movie is just like a technical demo. And this is kind of how Final Fantasy CG like movies were a lot, right? And their cutscenes are this way too. they have famously talked about how like they always want to push the boundaries of the graphical fidelity. That was always Final Fantasy's thing. Like it was always the most beautiful looking game, and it was forever, right? Now we've reached a point of like diminishing returns where all games look incredible. I mean, some have better art direction than others, but yeah. And then even with the new remake or the re-trilogy, they're like, finally, like we can have a game that looks like Advent Children, right? So they loved Advent Children because of the way it looked, not because of the way the story was told. The story sucks really bad, guys. It's nonsensical. The characters, the villains are so weird. All the progress that the characters made are like is removed. It's just like they throw it out the window. But it's a cool thing to watch. Sometimes the camera movement and all the stuff makes me want to vomit. Let me catch up on what you guys are saying. So that was my little rant here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that must have been cool. Doesn't understand. I was vaguely aware of Advent Children back in time back in that time as like a lesser Spirits Within. Yeah, I remember Spirits Within. I never saw it, but like I remember that being advertised in movie theaters. I saw Advent Children not knowing anything about Final Fantasy VII, only the look of the main cast, and didn't know what the hell was going on in the movie. Laugh out loud. Yeah, like nobody knows what's still going on. Oh, after Advent Children, I didn't play the OG until the remake announcement, even though I liked the movie. Laugh out loud. It's okay if you like it. I'm bragging on it, but you know, we can have. There's a guy on. I like that he says original. His name's Hogue, Richard Hogue. He's a lawyer, but he's on Video Game Podcast, and he says reasonable minds can differ, which I always think is good. Guess it wasn't meant to be for me. Yeah. Okay, Alyssa. Javier says, and before Advent, I saw The Spirit Within, and that one I understood better. Okay, cool. I need to watch that. I don't even know what it's about or how it's linked to Final Fantasy. Alyssa's talking to Toolman, says, I get that. I know a few people that only ever played Crisis Core before touching Final Fantasy VII. Advent Children has some good stuff in it, but the execution is questionable. Yeah, I just don't like it at all. I think it's such a, like I said, I think it's like they wanted to have a pretty movie, so they like came up with a weird story and it wasn't fleshed out. I think it actively like hurts the Final Fantasy VII brand. I get why people like it. Like there are some redeeming qualities in it. Some. But even like the animation, like if you go back and watch the animation, like it was awesome for the time. But like the camera movement is like the cinematography in the new, like the re-trilogy, so like remake, rebirth, and whatever, is so much better. Like the final fight in Advent Children, when you have like, there's this shot, and I just sticks out to me because, like I said, I study animation. But like the entire cast, you know, you've got like Sid, you've got Barrett, you've got Vincent, and they're all like tossing Cloud up. What like physics don't matter, and this is fine because it's an anime game or whatever. But like Cloud is like jumping off of like Sid's staff or whatever, you know, and then like Vincent like twirls and throws him up, and then like they're doing these. It's like, I don't know. It's like when you're jumping on like rocks that are falling, but people can do that because they're bouncing off of something. Like it feels like they're on the moon or in outer space, but they're on the Earth and gravity doesn't exist. Just hilarious. And I just remember being like, this is outrageous. Like, okay, like it's fun. I shouldn't like, you can have your fun. That's cool. Like, but it just like, I don't know. There was the storytelling, I don't want to get into it. Anyway, let's get back to this. It's more of a tech demo and less of a movie. I agree. Yeah, audio is fading a little. Spencer, speak closer. Okay, sorry. I'm getting away from the mic. Yeah, feel free to be critical of it. I'm actually only more critical of Crisis Core and how it affected Cloud as a character. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's something to talk about as well. Advent Children has some good... Okay, I'm back to the right where we were. Oh, I think I remember hearing that when the movie came out. It's more of a tech demo, yeah. They did nail it. The art style in 7 Rebirth is superb. It's so good. And I'm so glad that like I think they're still using Unreal Engine 4 for which is making the development really streamlined because that's what they made Remake on and then they made Rebirth that way. And I think they were like we could upgrade the engine but to get a few more of the stuff that Unreal Engine 5 gives. But they just want to make the visual style match across all 3 games, but we'll see. They all look incredible. Yeah. And they also play almost the same. Yeah, Spirit Within was that the super realism and the character designs, and they did the animatrix short, I think, then became Advent Children, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like back when like early CG was getting pretty good. The story they wanted to tell just doesn't lend itself to the action movie that well. Yeah. And also like the Sephiroth clones, like I don't remember their names, Osh, Kadaj, or whatever. Like they're so cringy, guys. They're so bad. I don't even remember. I'm trying to think like when they like throw that bomb and they're like chasing each other on motorcycles. And they do all the things. I'm just like, oh. Speaking of cringe, like I'm like I would recommend people play my like Xenoblade anime booby girl games like a million times over than watch Advent Children. Oh, anyway, that's just me. Yeah, okay, cool. That was also part of the reason Advent Children was created. They had this division that was created to essentially compete with, right? I guess Pixar is a good comparison that they had to use it again. Yeah, it's just like that's what it was. Like you're not really staying in your lane. I know that they made cutscenes for the games and they were storytellers and that, right? But to make a full feature film and then like not have the pacing be very good, it's like they're different mediums, right? Like you can be good game creators and like tell stories through cutscenes, and you hire different people, like with different expertise to come in and be like your cinematics director or whatever, right? But still, it just like it felt like amateurs that had a lot of technology wanted to make a movie so they could, but nobody who knew better told them no. That's Toolman says they're basically flying. That scene is so cheesy. You can only do that in Final Fantasy, right? Yeah, it's just I just can't get it out of my mind. It's so funny. Javier says, ironically, if you see the Spirit Within, the story kind of resonate with the re-trilogy, Spencer, has some concepts that are kind of bleeding in the re-trilogy story. Okay, like I mean, the cool thing about this channel as well is like I plan to like go back and replay a lot of my blind spots, This is what I do now. I don't, if we ever finish Tactics or whatever, we might like maybe I'll replay Remake on a stream or something. Or maybe I'll replay an older game. Like I can play Final Fantasy X because I've never played that and we can talk about it. Maybe Jolie and I and Ernest, if we ever get done with our deep dives of like the re-trilogy, we could hop into like an older game. Like Ernest's favorite is Final Fantasy VI. Because that's like one of the most beloved games of all time. I've never played it, and I would love to talk about all that stuff. I would love for Jolie and I to watch Spirits Within on a weekend and, maybe record our reactions or something. So, yeah. There's a lot of opportunity for us to consume all this content and talk about it. I imagine that we will do certain things like that. Okay, let's see. I missed something here. The Spirits Within was a movie. Spirits Within, Alyssa says, it's a movie made by the creator of Final Fantasy, Sakaguchi, when he was in charge of Square Enix. It did so poorly, it basically lost him his job. Oh, it's such a bummer because, like, everyone says whenever Sakaguchi was in charge, like, that's when Final Fantasy was, like, in its golden age. Also part of it, yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. So, Toolman says they're basically flying. Yeah, that scene. The scene also was copy on Spider-Man 3 and Harry and Spidey. I don't remember that. I've only seen that one time. I loved the other two Spider-Mans. But I am taking your word for it, Javier. Switch 2 version of Remake is a newer build of the game, still UE4, but using some variant of UE5's nanite technology. Okay, cool. Yeah. See, like, I know there was like a big argument on, not a big argument, but like a debate on whether or not they should transfer, but they said they'd stick with it. And it's probably good because it's, you know, playing on Switch and stuff, which is like newer tech, but older, like lesser power. And I know Unreal Engine 5 games have been struggling this generation. So maybe that's a good thing. Spencer plays Dirge of Cerberus. Hey, don't rule it out. Jolie, she did a bunch of like reviews of Final Fantasy VII, and she did like a review of Dirge of Cerberus, but she couldn't even get herself to do it. So she like watched the full playthrough and was like, okay, which I know doesn't count, but she did anyway. 'Cause she's like, I'm not playing this. I kid. Well, there's a good comparison there as well. People who had the tools to make a film but don't know how. Sakaguchi didn't start hitting his game storytelling stride until Final Fantasy 5 or 6. Yeah, like I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, I don't mean to be rude. I'm always beating up on Ernest, but Ernest is not a creative. Jolie and I are like the creatives of the channel, but he's got like opinions and they're totally valid and he's awesome. But like when it comes to the channel, he'll always be like, Spencer, make me a graphic or, you know, do this. And then Jolie will be like, okay, I'm going to write up a script for this, you know? He like manages like our social media stuff, but he automates everything. He's an engineer. So like, if I was to be like, okay, Ernest, like you make the next chapter deep dive. Let's let you edit it. Like, he might have the tools and he'll even like talk about stuff with like AI, right? And he'll be like, well, I can do this with AI. And it's like, yeah, you could try. And like, even if AI can take out like all the grunt work, it's going to come out bad because Ernest he's a businessman. He's an engineer. He's like this, and he has opinions, you know, he still has passions about the game and it's awesome, you know, but he's not like a storyteller. So if he tried to do it, it would be bad. And I think a lot of people, I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper here, but a lot of people will have this idea that like AI is going to like open up the gates and like now everyone can do it, right? And they can make video games or movies with AI, and it's like you might have the tools to make it easier to do things, but if you're not a good storyteller, if you don't have a good vision, it's going to suck because you're going to just tell it to do stuff and you're the one that's like the director now, you know? So like with Advent Children, they might have had the tools to do really cool stuff, but it's like their technical expertise was in making graphics look really good. Had nothing to do with their writing capabilities or their, you know, movie like storytelling, pacing, like I said earlier and stuff. Like it's like they didn't have that. And I think that's very apparent when you watch Advent Children. Yeah. So let's see here. Yeah, what Allison was saying, not Allison, sorry, Alyssa was saying. People who had tools to make a film but don't know how. Sakaguchi didn't. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Final Fantasy 5 or 6, but don't get the chance to do that with films when the company is at that stage. Yeah, it's true. And he actually only really focused on storytelling because the editor of Shonen Jump or Famitsu, I forget which, challenged him to do so for the Final Fantasy titles. That's interesting. Like that's like the Miyamoto stuff, right? It's like he was like one of the first people to put story in games, but it was just like the little Donkey Kong story with Pauline and Mario or Jumpman, and that like changed video games forever because Nintendo still has this kind of they're like gameplay is king, right? They'll tell a story, but that's not as important as making sure the game feels good, which is awesome, right? But then it's funny, I play Final Fantasy titles because I want story and characters. And then I love the combat. Like it's like the lore. I love the Final Fantasy world. I love the summons. I love the spells, the magic spells that are true, you know, like the items like Asuna and this, or like the magical spells, protect, shell. They're same across all games, even though they're different stories. And they're their characters themselves, right? Every time you see a summon or an Esper or a primal, whatever we call them, it's like, oh my gosh, like Shiva, you know, Ifrit, Titan's here, and it's just like it's awesome, right? yeah, so it's just like I'm so glad that storytelling was incorporated into games, but like that's what's so magical about games. You guys probably agree. I think most gamers do. When you can blend gameplay and storytelling, and it just like it gives you something that like other mediums can't. Um, Films are always going to be better paced, and they're always going to like deliver a story in a more efficient way than a game ever can. But I think games can do things that movies cannot by giving you the interactivity. It just depends on whether or not they succeed at that. So, yeah. Um, Someone decided to play Dirge drunk. If it was a fun bunch of streams. Oh yeah, I don't know who did it, but that's hilarious. That counts. You can't expect anyone to play Dirge in 2025. Okay, you're saying it counts for Jolie. Yeah, the consumer viewpoint is really different from the art-driven view for sure. I'm not even a creative, and I hate the idea behind AI. Yeah, like I don't know. Like, see, like I don't hate AI as much as everyone like on the internet does, which is weird because I'm an artist, and you'd think like, why would you not hate AI? I went back to school. I studied animation, but then I went back to school and I got a computer science degree. And I wouldn't consider myself like a really good engineer. It was really hard for me to like go back and learn the math and do everything. But because I did that, I kind of have an appreciation for like the engineering, was it left brain, right brain side of things? I can left brain. Left brain's logic, right brain's creative. I don't know. Either way, like I remember being like, okay, this is super complex. I got my degree and like I wanted to create games or applications, but I was an artist and I knew animation and I was a designer, right? So I was like, oh, I would love to create a game, but like I can't really do that on my own. Like I could maybe do like a Stardew Valley type thing where I work on it for years and something comes out. My brother-in-law he's a programmer and he like works on games and stuff, but he's not like he wouldn't even claim to be, right? He's not an artist, right? So he was always like, we should make a game together, which is true. So with me and him, like AI would help us get some of those things like, across the finish line that we couldn't have done before. Now, does that make our game suck? Maybe. But what if it's like we had good vision and direction and like AI gave us something and it gave us like a starting point, but we tweak it to like what we need or whatever. I get the whole debate of, like against it being like stolen art and stuff, but like nobody usually has a problem when they're like, AI helped me code this, right? That's just as much stealing as the art is. But yeah, I don't know. It's like it's inevitable. It's part of our future. I think the gatekeeping stuff is a bummer because they'll just be like, I think people will get left in the dust if they don't incorporate it. But I also understand the vitriol behind it because it is theft. But no one read the legalese, the terms and conditions when they uploaded all their pictures to Facebook and on social media because they just thought it was fun. They're like, we can use this for whatever. But yeah, I hate the idea of AI in that way too, but it will also open doors to people that have good ideas that could never have completed stuff in before. So hopefully we'll get stuff, but I think the net benefit will be worse than like the net negative. Like it will be worse. Like we'll get more slop and garbage than we will good stuff. But I don't want to like say to those creators that couldn't get something done without AI before that they're not allowed to try to use it. But I guess we'll see. I mean, they have to prove it. If they can't make something good, then maybe I'm totally off base. Let's see here. Yeah, you hate the idea of AI, right? You can't replace real talent. I agree. Like when you see someone that's like a human being that creates something, there's something special knowing that like it was developed by a human too, right? So, I agree with that. Toolman says you should read the bridge novel for Advent Children, or if you already have, I'm curious how you see the storytelling in that form. Yeah, I haven't read it, obviously. So maybe we don't even have a lot of the books. I think we have like A Tale of Two Paths. It's like Aerith and Tifa. Jolie has that one. But we haven't read a lot of the books. The non-official King Kong game, I mean Donkey Kong. Yeah, right. Miyamoto his King Kong game, but hey, at least he told a story. It was like before then, it was just like shoot alien spaceships, eat, circle. Mr. Biggle says the best thing a game can do is make me feel like I've discovered something the developers did not intend, even though they did. They totally did. Totally. And that's the awesome part about the interactivity, because it's like you feel like you're the one discovering it, right? And that's something that you can't do in a film. I mean, it's very hard to do, right? Because everyone's experiencing it at the same time as you. Maybe they're not grasping the concepts that are being told, but like you as a interactive player in a video game, you're controlling, you're making the decisions, you're exploring the space that they've designed for you. So game design is such an interesting thing because you have this whole world to explore, and the developer knows they want you to go there but they don't want to tell you to go there, and the worst part of games is like when the tutorials pop up on screen and you're just like reading how to do everything. It's necessary to kind of get you through stuff, but the best is like when you like discover something on your own. I totally agree, Bigglesworth. Javier says, I see AI more as a tool, but they are pushing it to be the go-to if you need anything. Yeah, or need to do everything without using actual creative people. Also, the cost saving aspect of it. Yeah, I mean, like, it's going to happen. Like, big publishers are going to push it, which is, like, unfortunate, and that people will lose their jobs because of it. It's quicker. This is the problem, though. I think there will be a lot of crap. I think people think the AI is good enough, and like engineer types and business people types that don't really get it. They just want to see numbers go up. They'll be like, great, like let's fire all these people and let's use AI and it'll be fine. No one will know the difference. I don't think that's true. I think what Expedition 33 is showing us is that good games matter, and that you can have a small team. You can still create something. I mean, they outsourced a lot of it to other studios, so it wasn't just like whatever the 30 or 33 people, which is funny. They have like 33 developers. I don't know if it's exactly 30, but around 30 developers. And they make this awesome story, right? And it resonates with people because it's very human and it's good. Because you have creatives that know what they're doing at the helm of the project. If you have a bunch of business people trying to make games and they're like, oh, like AI, make it like Fortnite, or make it like this, it's like they won't have that vision, and it will be really bad. Now, I think like AI will get better, but I think you'll always need that creative at the director level in order for it to put out stuff, because like Jolie works for a cloud computing company and she is like the director of brand and comms. She's always using AI like every day as like a tool that you're saying, Javier. But she does video editing for the company too, but she doesn't just say, AI, make this video for me. Like she's in there like doing things. Like she'll get stock footage of maybe an AI will create something, but then she'll tweak it and she'll bring it into Photoshop. She'll bring it into Premiere. She'll make it the way she wants, right? But it's a starting point. Anyway, so yeah. Let's see. Toolman says you have to feel passion in the creative project. It's hard to do that with AI. There's an uncanny nature to it. It's totally true. Because like even if it gives you it's just weird. Like my point is like, for me, like AI would help me with the programming because I can do the art stuff, right? I got a computer science degree, but it's still tricky for me. Like I learned a lot about theory and stuff, and I would just need to program more to kind of understand it. But I would use AI all the time to help me program. Like if I wanted to make a game, I could like have it be like, okay, we want to do this. I'm like in Python or whatever, or like I'm working in C++, and I could literally just ask it in like normal English, like what's the syntax for this, and like how can we make the character move, and like what hitboxes can I set up, and it's going to do all the math for me, right? That's creative too. People don't realize that that's like a creative aspect of it, but it's not as appreciated because it's not something that like we view and can see. Like when you're looking at a math problem, someone solves it and they're super smart. We don't get that same feeling when we look at a beautiful painting. It's unfortunate. And that's something I learned as being a creative that went back into like an engineering field. People are creative. Like you can be a creative programmer. But yeah, it says I agree that there is an uncanny nature to it, but it's going to get better, cool, man. Like it's going to get to the point where we're not going to notice that as much. Make me more useless. Yeah, make more useless live service titles. It's such a bummer. Like, the live service titles are so frustrating, but like I think some new data came out from Circana. It's the I don't know if you guys follow the video game stuff. I listen to video game podcasts in my like free time because that's my other nerdy thing. I like to listen to those. And Circana used to be an NPD group where they like give the sales, like the American sales data, or like, you know, they track consumer spending and what the top games were. They also did a thing where they said like, what did they say? Yeah, they said like the average gamer like maybe spends like their money on one game a year, or maybe 2 games a year, right? Like the vast majority of people that spend more like money on games, it's so rare. Like it's like the whales and the like enthusiast crowd that's like propping up the sales of like games like Expedition 33 or Final Fantasy, because most people play Fortnite or Call of Duty or Minecraft or Roblox, you know, or Genshin Impact. It's like these free to play games that like, and I'm guilty of it. I've tried a bunch of those games, right? But that's what, like, if you buy an Xbox for your kid and your kid's friends like play, it's like, oh, we can just play Fortnite for free. They can spend money on skins, but the parents don't feel like they have to. It's like the kids, they're happy, they're content because they can just play that game that they want, right? Whereas it's like, here's a single player game. It'll only last this long and you can't play it. You can replay it, but it's not like you don't play with your friends. And once the story's done, you're kind of over with it, right? We're at, I don't know how old everybody is in the chat, but like we're older, you know? So like, I think there was like a pie chart and it's like 50% of all revenue from games come from 8 titles. Like over 50%. It was like higher. So like, you have a piece of the pie, right? And it's just like Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, you know, GTA maybe when that comes in, but that's like an anomaly. But then it's mostly live service. And then then everything else is squished, like all the hundreds of games that we enjoy are all squished into this small section of the pie. And the developers are like just trying to get money off of that, but it's like there's less and less players playing those games that we love. So yes, like you're saying, Alyssa, make more useless live service titles, but it's like that's where the money is and that's where people are playing. So it's like, do you avoid that and just say, we'll make single player games? Like, I would hope you have people like that, but if you're big studios like Square Enix, where you put so like Final Fantasy Rebirth probably cost like $200 million. Expedition 33 probably cost like less than 100 million, probably like more like 50 million, maybe even less. So it's like, they can get away with selling 5 million copies because the story's good and they have Unreal Engine 5 and it looks great, right? It doesn't look as good as Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but they spend way less money on a game like that. And then you have Rebirth that like sells maybe a little more than Expedition 33, but not much more, you know? Like, I don't know. We know that 7 Remake sold like 7 or 8 million. We don't know exactly how much Rebirth made, but we know it didn't make as much, but Hamaguchi said it's selling fine. But as the game industry gets more obsessed with fidelity and graphics and they need more and more people, it's like it's getting to a point where it's going to burst because they can't fund the games that we want unless you do like a style like Expedition 33. And that's why everyone was like gaga over it, right? Like at Summer Game Fest, like Jeff Keighley was like, this was only made with 30 people. Like they keep saying that. It's incredible, you know? And people love that game. I haven't played it, so I don't know, but I know that kind of is in our space, the things that we like. So we have this like game that comes out that shows you can do it a different way and still create those single player titles, right? Instead of chasing those live service things. But publishers are always going to be attracted that like, you know, the majority of players are just spending times in those 8 games that are all live service. So it's like, yeah, like we'd be dumb not to try and create games in that space to try and get those people, because the pie's getting smaller and smaller for those single player games. Now, hopefully people like us will always buy single player games and we'll keep it afloat, but I don't know. Anyway, those were said. Alyssa, okay, wish granted. Here's a new Dissidia. Live service. Gotcha game. See, they're chasing it. It just does feel kind of like shoehorned in though. That's my bummer take on Dissidia. I look at it and I'm like, it just looks like a game like where you can buy cute outfits for the Final Fantasy characters you love, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I want to play through a story, so it's a bummer. Javier says yeah, and for the most part looks like crap, and I guess people doesn't care that much about quality because social media is flooded with AI. So it's everywhere. You're right. And I'm like I said, I'm not pro AI stuff for that, but I'm like you, Javier. I'm pro AI for like a tool. Yeah, and you also said, yeah, I see AI as when you are bouncing ideas with a friend and you take that feedback and work and polish it until you make something closely to what you have in mind. You know the creative process totally. Like I'm an artist. Like I look on Google Images. Best artists steal, right? They always say that the best artists steal, and that's true. AI just steals it really well. Laugh out loud. I do think AI has its place and can be useful. My younger sister does social media for podcasting company, and use it to help her brainstorm ideas. Post totally, it's incredible. You know, I had to write a message to my kids' teachers because anyway, it was a long story, but I was like, oh, I'm just gonna how would I say this? And I just throw it in a large language model, and it gives me some ideas, and then I tweak it to make it fit for the message I want. But instead of me having to work it out as a writer, I could just, get that information real quick. Toolman says, isn't like 90% of FIFA's income from an in-game store instead of the box it cost? Yeah, it's crazy. It is. It's like, what is it? They have those cards or something, FIFA cards or whatever. It's all like, but people do it. It's like they buy FIFA every year and then they just spend money and money. It's like a gambling thing. I think it was like kind of like a loot box thing, but people still love that with Pokemon cards. They just hopefully get their stuff. It's like the gotcha stuff is so weird. I want to make games. I still have I don't know if I'll ever get around to it, but I feel like I would just like, if I ever did a monetization model, I would make no money. And like you've seen, I don't like when people give me money, but I would try to make it so fair and be like, you can buy this for like $2 if you want like a skin and you have it forever. Or you can have this, I don't want it to be like a gambling, like you may or may not get it. And I wouldn't, but it just I hate the predatory like monetization models of these stuff. So yeah, FIFA's awful. I just don't trust these companies to actually be as responsible with it. And I see it as a tool to help people. Totally. They won't be responsible with it. They're just going to run it into the ground. We'll see, but like they'll run into the ground and I think it's going to hurt them. Like they think they'll come out with stuff that's good, and maybe they will, but I think people will see through it and they'll be like, this sucks. No, I get that. Companies are supposed to make money at the end of the day, and the next generation of gamers has their system in their pockets so sadly isn't going anywhere but up. Here's my advice. Okay, at midnight right now. My advice to everyone, this is going to sound so weird. Have kids and give them video game consoles. Don't give them a tablet. Don't let them play Fortnite. My oldest kid is 6. He loves Mario. He loves all the old Nintendo games because that's what I gave him. I didn't give him a tablet. And that's another thing as parent. There's such a trap to like try and give him a tablet because it's like, hey, shut up. Like you're being annoying. Here, play with this tablet and like rot your brain. So many people like, my parents and stuff like, oh, video games are a waste of time. It's like, now I look back at like everyone just like zombies on their phone. It's like, I was interacting with stuff. I was learning stories. I was learning how to read. I was learning how to problem solve. Like games push back on me. They're incredible. So my advice to the generation is get married, have lots of kids, give them your favorite video game consoles, like have them play the games that you want them to play, because then they're not going to grow up and be like, Fortnite's my favorite game because I was on social media because my parents weren't paying attention and I just played like the dumb trash games that everybody wants. And then maybe nature can heal and we can give them the stuff that really matters, because we're going to introduce our kids to Final Fantasy. He's 6, and so he's not really old enough yet. We have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and 7th-month-old. And it's funny with our 6-year-old and our 3-year-old. It's like they play the games that we grew up playing, And we're always like, do you want to play like the new games, like Mario Wonder or some of the other stuff? And Jolie's like, is there any Final Fantasy game that we could get Kyler? And we're like, he's not quite there, but he knows who Cloud is and he knows who Barrett is and stuff. So it's always funny to see him be like, he plays with our toys sometimes. He'll play with like Tifa, Barrett, Aerith, Sephiroth, and Cloud. That's my advice. Let's change it. Let's change it from raising our kids, guys, because it really is just parents just being lazy and then letting them get on that stuff. It's like, oh, you can play Fortnite because that's what their friends are doing, but their friends grew up on crappy stuff like the free-to-play stuff. Buy your kids games, all right? Don't give them the free-to-play stuff. Like spend $50, $60 on them. Get them something that's actually quality. I like the digital versus physical argument. Let me see. Companies that make money. I don't know what the digital versus physical argument, like having something physical. Anyway, Expedition 33 is very good, but it's very good because it was different compared to the industry. If every game was like Expedition 33, the novelty would be lost. That's true. Like I feel like it was like people liked it more for like its story and how it was developed than what it delivered. I know that like it delivered like a good story. People seem to really like it, right? They like the characters. So I think that is true. And I kind of disagree, Toolman. I think like if you make a good story and good characters, like it's like the Field of Dreams quote, if you build it, they will come, right? I think storytelling is timeless, and if you can tell a good story and it captures people's imagination and the characters there, then they'll always show up. But I do think Expedition 33 had an extra boost because it was so novel, like you said, and people were like, finally, like a game that wasn't made by a major publisher that took like 10 years to make and it cost $300 million, right? So yeah, I agree with you there. I love physical, but I'm sure it won't be around much longer because the majority find digital more convenient, and convenience is a big factor. Oh, okay, so that's the physical, just digital. You're a machinist. You make things that are physical. I get that. I'm bad. I only buy digital. I do the thing where I share with like my brother-in-law. He lives in Texas, and like I let him sign into my account so he can play the games that I have. But then when he buys a game, he buys it on the same account, and then we share that way. It's like I know that with physical games you could trade with your friends or family, but now we're adults and we live far apart, so we're big video game people, so we kind of do it that way. That's how we can share, and digital makes more sense for us. But yeah, Toolman, like it was in the 90s and the early 2000s. Yeah, not saying there weren't copycats out there then either, but that's also when there was a lot of let's throw this game out there and see if it sells. Yeah, I mean, we still are pretty early in the video game world comparatively, to movies and books and TV. People are still throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So, Javier says, "What was that, Spencer? I missed what you said. You said something like, please sue." I'm not even gonna read that. Don't read Javier's chat. Old enough to play the OG. Laugh out loud. Final Fantasy 1. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Old enough to play Final Fantasy 1, I mean. Javier says, yeah, the tablet thing is getting out of control. They said that same thing about TV and the stupid box, they called it. But that's how I learned English in Mexico. There was no Latin channels back then. Yeah, like I don't, like I tease my dad. He made fun of me for playing video games. I'm like, oh, you just watch TV all day. But I don't have a problem with people that watch TV. It's like you're consuming storytelling. I think you should be well-rounded and do other things just other than only consume that stuff. But yeah, video games are awesome. They push back on you. They make you problem solve. They give challenge. It's like gaming is super good for development of kids. Like I just don't like the tablet thing. Like we don't let our kids just play unlimited video games either. They have to earn it. So when they do good behavior, then they can like work. They have a star chart, and if they get 20 stars, then they get to play the Nintendo Switch, and they get really excited. But yeah, I just noticed it. I'm like, my kids will not play those games. Like my kid really wants to play Minecraft, and I'm not going to like withhold it from him forever. And he might get sucked in it, but I was like, no, you're going to wait. Like, I want you to get a little bit older. I want you to get used to these things first. And the games you're going to play with dad are like the video game consoles, like Nintendo and PlayStation, I'm not going to just get you a tablet and let you play something that's free to play. Yeah, it's getting out of hand. Yeah, that's cool. And that's awesome that you learned English so well, Javier. I think that's an awesome resource. Here's 2 indie games I played this year: Eternal Strands and Wanderstop. I've heard of both of these. Yeah. Like the indie scene also gives me hope because they're always creative and they don't need to sell, they don't need to sell 3 million copies to be succeed because they're indie developers, right? They can sell 600,000 copies and like that's a huge success, right? Or they can sell like 80,000 copies and it funds their next game, right? Then you have awesome stories like Team Cherry who make like Hollow Knight and they're just like multi-millionaires, right? Because they strike it big. But as this is my one argument for AI or like things like Unreal Engine, right? As like the technology helps develop games and makes it easier for people that have the creative vision, then you get games like Expedition 33 because I don't think they could have made the game without like Unreal Engine 5 and making development easier for that few amount of people. So we're going to get better games from indie development studios, right? And we're a Final Fantasy channel and we're like one of the biggest we're linked to one of the biggest publishers in the world, right? But AAA gaming needs to figure it out too. Like I hope that still exists so we get the big budgets, the giant cutscenes, the amazing things, and I think we will. Square Enix shed all its Western weight anyway, and they're focusing more on their quality, so I think that'll be awesome. But it gives me hope knowing that the indie developers can make a game like Expedition 33 that's not as polished. It's like maybe teetering on the border of AA and AAA gaming, but people don't care because they had a great time playing it and they love the characters and the story and the mechanics, right? That's awesome. Okay, digital media versus physical media. Everything has pluses and minuses. Totally. I love playing games, but I also love going outside and riding my bike in the neighborhood growing up. Totally. Both are good for you, especially growing up. Yeah, totally. Same with our kids. They love playing outside. They were just out in the backyard going crazy today. Oh yeah, even they said Unreal Engine 5 helped them big time with getting the game done. Yeah. See, like I don't think it could have existed like 10 years ago. But we're going to get more and more indie games that have games like that give us that cinematic experience that we could only get from a publisher and a developer like Square Enix. So anyway, but that's my rant. Yeah, this is the game, guys. We did good. I'm gonna call it here. Let me save it for all you save freaks. Thanks for hopping in with me. I love talking to you guys. I will create a save state, and we'll get back to it. This game is fine. I feel like I'm having so much fun talking to you guys, but I am enjoying this game. So thanks for coming along the ride with me. Thank you so much again for the super chats. All of you, that was very kind. We lost Franco Spanks. He was very kind, but and all the rest of you that Mr. Bigglesworth, Alyssa, Javier, I don't remember if you did, but if you did, you guys are just so kind. Thanks for being cool. But yeah, let me get to some of these comments real quick. Oh yeah, okay. It's very interesting to see the marketing campaign for Switch 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I feel like you can really see the pivot. Yeah, like... Sorry, I'm going to go back there. They are making a huge pivot, right? Like they want to get back to all consoles. They want to be everywhere. They want Nintendo to, be that platform that they're on, which is awesome. They want to not just be PlayStation stuff, and they want to really focus on their main core IPs, which I think is awesome because frankly, like when Square Enix owned Tomb Raider or Just Cause or some of the other Western studios like Crystal Dynamics and stuff, it's like, that's cool that you did that, but I don't care. Like I'm here for Final Fantasy. That's all I'm here for. Dragon Quest and some other things like that. But I'm glad that they're leaning into what makes them special, which is their Eastern roots. You know, and they're not trying to chase a bunch of different trends at once. So totally agree with you, Tool Man. I think I've seen more marketing for Remake on Switch than I ever have for Rebirth. Yeah, like market your games, right? Like let's hope. I do think Final Fantasy can have like a golden age again. I think the market, like we talked about, is shrinking and all these free-to-play games are choking it out. But I think in the internet and in 2025, you can still have your successful niche, like your pie. You can get more people because gaming is still growing. You just need to market to them, you know. So I'm hoping that they get that. Yeah, Toolman, good stream, mate. Have a good solid week. Yeah, have a good night, guys. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics, right? We here for it. Laugh out loud. Take care. Rest easy. Really, they're working to sell for part 3. I think it would be huge if part 3 releases simultaneously day and date on PlayStation, on Nintendo, on Xbox, on PC. And it's like the big story. They have a triple pack ready to go, and you have all 3 games you can play. Some people have been waiting to play. I think Javier's that way, right? But anyway, should be awesome. Alyssa says once the trilogy is done, I think it will sell well as a whole. You're right. I think it will sell. It'll have a long tail. A lot of times games don't, right? Wherein a game is just like it's like a flash in the pan and it sells pretty well for the first 2 weeks, but then that's when it makes the majority of its sales. But I really hope it, you know. Yeah, he says, I really hope they do a good job. He said, which is good. I'm not knocking them for it. Totally. You guys rule. Thank you. I really feel overwhelmed with the kindness you guys showed today. So appreciate it. But we'll be back on Friday. I'll try to make a social post that I'm going live before I do for that one. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I will see you guys on Friday. Until then, we'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Listen, understand the reason why I'm sitting here, playing notes with these hands, singing words that I have planned to sing to you for oh so long. May I have your attention, please, 'cause I'm not singing to myself. You understand if it's not me, it must be somebody else. I'll let you guess. Oh, bravo, now you know that these songs are about you. I'm glad you figured it out. Oh, bravo, you saw my show, and now you see just what you lack. Girl, I know you want me back. No. May I have your attention, please, 'cause I'm not singing to myself. You understand if it's not me, it must be somebody else. I'll let you guess. Oh, bravo, now you know that these songs are about you. I'm glad you figured it out. Oh, bravo, you saw my show, and now you see just what you lack. Girl, I know you want me back. No. bravo, now you know that these songs are about you. I'm glad you figured this one out. Oh, bravo, you saw my show, and now you see just what you lack.